It is time for the hour of power with the Heroic Vibration podcast. On this week episode, we're gonna be talking about the new images for the Venom trailer. We're gonna be talking about little Aquaman, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do even a little Spider-Man. We're gonna be talking about all these shows that we've been watching this week. And if y'all have any special requests for any topic, hit us up on Twitter. I got you. What up with your YouTube and YouTube bus? It's your boy TripleCup Chuck and I'm up. And you're tuning in to the Vibration Podcast where we talk about Marvel, DC, comic books, anime, video games, and more. Welcome to our home of LeBeau. Let's go. First up, go ahead and introduce the big homie Flip Money. Go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know where they can find you in Flip.
Yo, what's going on, man? It's your boy Flip Money. Holla at me on Flip Money 1975 on Twitter. Hit me up on Flip Money online. You can holla at me here on the Vibration Podcast and check us out on the Direct X show.
Yeah. Now speaking about the Direct X show, you know what I'm saying? We got one of the four followers of the Direct X show, you know what I'm saying? He's been there from day one, you know what I'm saying? Always bringing it raw. And even now, even if the Direct X minus the, you know what I'm saying, it's even rawer, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and hit Blue there's a Destiny, I don't want to say junkie, but a Destiny addict. Go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know they can find you at Kaleidoscope.
I got one question though. Does everybody hear an echo, or is it just me?
No, I hear it.
I hear echo too.
All right, because that shit is ridiculous, yo. It's messing with my head. But yo, it's the Xbox Goes Kaleidoscope. And back in this mug again on the Heroic Vibrations podcast. Y'all could actually check me out on Friday nights on the GRG podcast, every Saturday on DirectX minus the fraud, and of course here on Wednesday nights at the Heroic Vibrations podcast. Y'all could actually hit me up on Twitter at DirectX minus the, on my YouTube channel at Kaleidoscope, and on Xbox Live at Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope, man. That's when you hear that echo, it kind of throw your voice off because it's hard to try to talk on top of yourself, don't it?
Yeah, it is. But I don't hear it now though, man. So it's all good.
Okay, yeah, cool. Well, let's blame it on Google. Hangouts, take your lead. Next up, go ahead, Savage Carter, introduce yourself and let them know where they can find you at.
What up, everybody? This is Savage. You can find me at Savage Carter 225 on Twitter, or you can find me at Savage Carter on the Xbox. Other than that, don't look for me nowhere, because if you find me on Facebook or anything, I'm not going to accept your friend request.
Yeah, I feel you, because, man, they got so much weirdo shit that's been going on in the world. Yeah, that people crazy these days. I don't know what people got. Man, they got so much stuff they got going. Listen to all the stuff that we be talking about. Man, this should be enough to preoccupy 3 lifetimes of just stuff. Games, comic books, TV shows, electronics. They got so much stuff to just preoccupy your time with. All the other stuff, man, leave that alone. But I feel
I know. So many things.
Right. Speaking about so many things, man, Collider, man, what you been up to?
All right, well, actually, Savage actually posted it on the chat about during this past week. Something about a Dynasty Warriors movie. I was like, what? Dynasty Warriors? I was like, hold on, I need to check this shit out. Man, that was a dick tease. Right? That was just a little teaser. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, all right, I'll get hyped once I see the real trailer. All right, but besides that, I actually finished season 2 of Into the Badlands. Man, that show is official, yo. That is some raw, visceral stuff, yo. Know what I'm saying? It's like what if 300 and martial arts got together and had kids, yo? That's Into the Badlands, bro. That shit was actually on point. I'm actually enjoying the hell out of it. The way they break down the hierarchy and everything is just wicked. And then I actually started watching Cloak and Dagger. You know what I'm saying? Because you and Savage and everybody was telling me about it. You know what I'm saying? That I need to watch it if I'm a Cloak and Dagger fan, which I am. I had the original comic books and miniseries and all that, and then the regular series. It's actually pretty legit. You know what I'm saying? It actually takes its time as a slow burn, but it kind of reminds me of like Jessica Jones and The Runaways to a certain extent, actually. But I'm all caught up on Cloak and Dagger. I'm on episode 7. I think episode 8 comes out tomorrow. And on Runaways, I actually just finished episode 5 earlier today. And I'm feeling the fuck out of The Runaways as well. I'm really enjoying both of those shows. Maybe it's because of how grounded they are. Everything that happens in the show, I just find fascinating, especially The Runaways. The Runaways is on. I'm on cloud 9 with The Runaways, bro. You have no clue the way they end up discovering their powers and how they could do things, and then everything came to a head in episode 5 where all of them started using their gloves. I was getting giddy. I was getting all giddy and whatnot when Chase was actually doing the fisticuffs with his dad. I was like, what? I was like, oh, that's what's up, man. You know what I'm saying? And then freaking when old girl, she had a bracelet and whatnot, Carolina, in order to, I guess, to suppress her powers and whatnot. That shit had me bugging, man. Now, I don't know what this dude does, though, man. Alex, I'm not sure what he does, but Nico is another character. The Japanese chick, she be having me bug out, too, man. She ended up finding out how to use that wand. And then Alex just gave her he gave her a slight nod, like, all right, Hermione. You know what I'm saying? So it has a lot of, how do you call it? A lot of pop culture references up in the show. You know what I'm saying? And then I love the way they use technology as far as from like laptops to mobile devices, Twitter, the whole 9 yards, yo. It's just on point. You know what I'm saying? It's like basically any teenager nowadays, they will be on this shit. I mean, the comic books, I remember being that dope, but there was also a slow burn as well. Cloak and Dagger, they switched it up a little bit, but they kept more or less the essence. The only thing that threw me off, though, is the way Cloak and Dagger's powers seem to repel each other. When in the original comic books, Dagger used to feed Cloak with her light. All right, so it was something a little bit different, but it's still on point. And especially at episode 7, when Dagger actually started throwing her daggers, I was like, finally, she throws the daggers. But I'm down to see Cloak because I'm hearing that he has a comic book accurate costume. All right, so he's gonna have that big ass cloak from the comic books with the lines and everything. So I'm actually dying to see Cloak sport that shit. I think we saw it in one of the episodes where I think it was his brother that used it or something.
Yeah, when
that
his
was the
daddy
Cloak
had
costume.
yeah.
So that shit had me amped. I ain't see him use it yet though, but still, I'm stoked. I'm stoked. I'm dying to see how this shit ends. And I've read from the producers, they got some shit popping up for the rest of the season.
Because I didn't see that part. Did he get his cloak back from her? She actually got his cloak.
No. I don't think he did.
Oh well, shit. That was. I think I'm an episode behind y'all. That's when I seen this one with his daddy. He was talking.
She took his cloak when they was children. When he saved us, that's when she took.
No. That's a different one. That's a different one. She's talking about the one that used to belong to his brother. This Halloween costume his brother used.
No, I was asking if he got that one back because like. If you kind of paid attention to it, it was easier for him to tap into it with that one. That's what I was asking.
Oh, okay. It was like a big ass sweater, like a hoodie or something.
Yeah, it was a sweater though. It wasn't a cloak though.
Yeah, it wasn't no cloak. It was like his brother's stuff, and he ain't get that.
Yeah, he just used a big ass sweater though. But it seems like that's the sweater she be sleeping with though.
It is. It is.
Right. Yeah. But either way though, I'm stoked. I'm actually over the moon for those 3 shows and whatnot. They're on point. And as far as video games, of course, I always keep playing Destiny. I mean, that's a given. But I've been playing the shit out of Nier Automata. I think I've seen like 5 or 6 different endings, man. What the fuck? Does this game never have an ending? You know what I'm saying? But each one just keeps going one step further as far as the story. All right? So it just keeps tripping me out each and every time I fucking finish the game. And I'm like, all right. Now I end up using another character. All right, so I finished the shit with that character, and now I'm using another character. I was like, okay. Now I'm doing a storyline where 2 characters are intersecting. I was like, wow, that's a fucking trip. Now I'm doing a storyline where it's like 2 girls that are twins. I'm like, okay, I ain't expect this shit. Dude, this game seems like a never-ending game. I can understand why some people love this shit, yo. This shit is a fucking trip, man. And the fucking the weapons that you find fucking crazy-ass weapons in the environment. All right? It's on some shit, yo. The music, I can understand why it got awards and whatnot. It's definitely very Japanese influenced, all right? But it sounds like AAA, man. It's up there for me, man. I'm really enjoying the shit out of Near Automata.
Hey, so every time you play that game, it's like would they show it from like a different angle, or it's just like you play the same
Yeah, because
thing?
like the first time you finish it with 2B, even though you're with 9S the whole time, right?
Right,
And
right.
then after, and 9S helps you out through most of the story, but then there's a part of the story where he actually leaves. Now, when you finish the story with 2B, because 9S ends up coming back towards the end, then you start the story again, but this time it's from 9S's point of view. All right. So I was like, okay, that's a trip. All right. And then you see where you intersected with old girl before old girl even started the game. Right. Because you're actually 9S before the events of the beginning of the game with 2B. And then once you get to
Okay.
that point, then it goes even further. And then you end up finishing the game and you end up meeting another character, which is A2. All right. And then the game finishes and shit happens. Let's just say shit happens. I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but shit happens. All right. And then you end up using A2, all right, as the star of the game. And then A2's storyline is intersecting with 9S. And then later on, you have a set of twins, Popola, and I forgot her the other twin's name. But then you have all these other characters popping up. Then you got this other character called Pascal, which you actually did use during certain intervals that I was like, all right, this game is a fucking head trip. All right. It's a fucking head trip. And when I found out what exactly happened to the human race, that shit fucking blew my mind. All right. And I didn't expect that shit, man. At the end of the first game, the first story, you don't find out what happened in the human race. You find out in 9S's storyline. All
Oh,
right. Towards the end of his storyline, that's when you find out what happened.
right. So you got to play with everybody to get a full concept of the whole story.
Yeah. And not only that, it's just each story will end even when you fuck up. All right, because like one time I had to do something because the village was getting attacked, right? So I was like, oh, let me go to some other place to do some other shit first and say, yo, the game ended. And it said, oh, yeah, because you decided to go to so-and-so place, you basically screwed over the human race. And now all the robots are after you to hunt you to the days of your death or dying, and all the androids want to have you dead. And it ended. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, oh, shit. Even when you want to fucking go off track, the shit fucking ends. I was like, that's a fucking trip.
Right. So any wrong move, death sentence, pretty much.
Basically, bro. Basically, man.
Oh damn. I might need to check it out. But I just hope it ain't long like the Witches. Like man, I've been playing that game.
Nah, it's not that type of game though. It's not nothing like The Witcher. Nothing like The Witcher, bro. All right. The way they set it up is they'll show you the things that you need to get to. All right. You could do the side stuff if you want to. All right. It'll help you level up and all that. You know what I'm saying? And the side stuff could also help you to get like other weapons. Because there's weapons hidden throughout the entire fucking game. There's so many weapons in this game, it's ridiculous. All right. And each weapon is kind of different. Some of them seem similar the way they're used, but some of them are just have some weird ass properties and whatnot that actually make it cool. I haven't gotten any of the electrical weapons though. Those shit just look like they're beast. And you could actually level up the weapons as well. I mean, the mechanics that they added to this shit is deep, yo. It's deep. I ain't expect, especially from Platinum. I've never seen anything like this from Platinum.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm still pissed at Platinum, but shit, I might check it out. That's what the game I'm gonna catch on one of the little summer sales. Cause you know I ain't too big on the big RPGs, but shit, I ain't gonna lie, Cloud, you be selling the shit out of them sometimes. I be like, man, I gotta try.
Yeah, but it's not like most JRPGs though, man. Because I got Blue Dragon, and that shit is a slog fest when I try to go through it. Because all the turn-based shit, it just turns me off. I find Lost Odyssey way more entertaining. All right, it's just because of the mechanics they did for Lost Odyssey. It was a little bit different. You actually did have, I guess that ring system is unique. Let's just say that is unique. All right, so I actually want to go back to Lost Odyssey and actually just kick fucking Blue Dragon to the curb. But Near Automata is some other shit. You know what I'm saying? It's action adventure. All right, it has a lot of action elements, like most action adventure games, like your Devil May Cries, your Bayonettas. It has that type of feel, but with some deep RPG mechanics in the background. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you level up your characters, they go up by levels. You raise up the powers of their weapons. You also got a unit that's next to you. That unit, it's called a pod, right? The pod, I could actually have the pod to shoot, regular strafing fire and then shoot one giant laser beam out of it, right? But then I could switch to my secondary pod where I could make a shield that'll form around my character against melee attacks. All right, and you're gonna be using shit like that because you get swarmed by dudes sometimes, man. Sometimes they dudes from everywhere, bro. Like 50 dudes just barreling at you from all angles. All right, and then when you hit the dodge move, a la Bayonetta, that you got that dodge move where everything goes into slow mo. Well, you got a dodge move, but then if you hit the right bumper, right there, you'll do a counter attack after you do the dodge. Right, so your character will like phase out for a second, then phase back in, and then right there you could do the counter, where they'll actually take the pod and aim it at somebody and blast them to Kingdom Come.
Oh damn, yeah,
That's hot.
That's
Yeah,
like
man.
Savage type.
Then the characters play differently. Like 2B plays like that, but then if I use, let's say, like 9S, he's a scanner. He be scanning shit. All right, so 9S, I could actually hack people's minds or robots' minds. So I'll hack them, and then I'll go into a mini game where I'm like shooting shit in order to get to the memory cores and whatnot. It's like a shooter, a regular, top-down shooter, but it's dope. It's actually pretty unique and whatnot. I can't front, but I be hacking the shit out of dudes. But he only uses one weapon instead of two. You know what I'm saying? And the weapon that he uses, he basically controls with his hand. He's not actually swinging the sword. All right. So he's like, moving his hand, and then you see this giant ass sword moving and shit, smacking dudes, doing, pirouettes and all this shit. It's all with the powers. Like you could charge the weapons too when you hold it down, like Ninja Gaiden, when you hold up a power move and whatnot, and then you let go. You got shit like that. I mean, it seems simple at first, but once you start to fuck with it, you're like, wow, you could do some cool, amazing shit with this, man.
Right. That's like almost like how Recall is when you like, man, that game look like it's simple. Then you get to playing it and you got to hit all these different colors and change your weapon and shoot and jump, dodge, change your animals out or your robot out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hell yeah.
Like I said, to me, that's all like see those type of games that if I had to pinpoint a person, I'd say like, Savage, he probably like something like that. But them the type of games he play. Deep elements, stuff like that. You got to do with the deep mechanics. You got to change your weapons, add this to your gun.
I'm an RPG player.
Yeah, pretty much. But speaking about that, so what you been up to, Savage?
Let's see. I've been playing a lot of Grand Theft Auto. I've been playing that a lot.
Fucking around with Flip.
Because I was hoping to get me a club yesterday, but that didn't work. So I got mad and spent all my money on the tactical vehicle so we can kill everybody on the board. Other than that, I've been playing a little bit of Destiny. I can't really get in there like too much like a lot. He done took over. He the king, man. And other than that, I'm playing Dynasty Warriors, trying to unlock these last 2 horses.
And Dynasty Warriors, that's an RPG too, ain't it?
That's a hack.
It has RPG elements.
Yeah, but okay, yeah, it's a hack and slash with RPG elements.
Yeah.
But a lot of the stuff that basically that Collider was describing about that game, about playing with different people to get different point of views, that's
I know it's Dynasty Warriors.
Going to Dynasty Warriors, like, dude, I didn't already kill like 200,000 people, and I haven't finished with half the people on the game, and everybody got their own story.
Oh damn! How many characters they got on Destiny Warriors?
Almost 100.
Oh yeah, fuck that.
And all their storylines like interconnect, and it's like you'll see them during the game while you're playing. You'll see a lot of these characters, and then you eventually get to use those other characters.
Right. It's like you play with one person so far, then they'll meet a person, and they end up joining the army. So then you can unlock that person, then you can play with them, and so forth and so on. You just go down the list.
Okay, so it's just like a tree where the branches keep just going different directions, just depending on which direction you choose.
Right. Character. You got more than one faction. You got Wei, Shu, Wu, Jin, and the one they called people who basically had their own independent armies and stuff like that.
Right.
And everybody got their own story. Some of them might be similar to the next person's story, but they got differences.
Right.
So, that they're part of the same faction, They're going like through the same events as the other people, but their story is a little different.
Right, like at one point they like the game split off into three kingdoms, and at one point all three kingdoms they all worked together. So everybody's story, and they was at that point in time together. Everybody's story basically the same with maybe one or two differences.
Yo, I Chuck, if you ain't know, the Dynasty Warriors is based off Romance of the Three Kingdoms, that strategy RPG.
Yeah, I ain't know that. I know Dynasty Warriors. I remember that from at first. It was on the three. No, wasn't it on the original Xbox first?
It was on PlayStation.
PlayStation, yeah, that's where it started at. I remember there was a Dynasty Warriors fighting game back in the day.
Yep. Dynasty Warriors fighting game. The RPG one was the first one that came out. Then the fighting game. Then they started making the Dynasty Warriors game. Then they went to Samurai Warriors.
Yo, they used that same concept for Dynasty Warriors for a spinoff for anime, Dynasty Warriors Gundam. Dude, I love that shit.
Right. I was just about to say that one too. Dynasty Warriors Gundam. That was a good game. Especially if you was a fan of Gundam and you can basically work your way up to whichever was your favorite Gundam from watching the show.
Hell yeah, man. I thought that shit was so official, man.
Oh shit, yeah.
We need a new Dynasty Warriors Gundam. I bullshit you not, man.
Now, not see why I feel went to Japan to go talk. You need to get some more of them JRPGs.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I was saying, bro. A lot of the games that they make in Japan, we don't get over here because they think we won't buy them.
Exactly.
Right.
And it's like they're trying to see that's the
Americans. It's not the fact that they're Americans. We don't want them to have our game. It's like, why send some stuff over there to sell if it's not gonna sell?
Right.
It's all about revenue.
I agree.
Yep.
I agree. I said that before. Like, does it sell over here?
And not of the fact that the U.S. is like got a huge anime following, you got a better chance to get that stuff.
Well, yeah. That's good. That's good for all gamers. You know, the more the merrier. So, what you been up to, Flip?
Well, I mean, I'm good, man.
GTA.
GTA.
Nah, man. I've been going through my 12-step program with GTA. Playing it instead of playing it like once a day.
12 steps to get $12 million.
Oh man, look, man. I'm just patiently waiting for them to bring out the club so I can call my club Hoochie Tim's. That's the name of my club going to be on GT Online, Hoochie Tim's. Trying to wait for them to bring that thing out so I can be happy, so I can have all the hoochie in there. I want my stripper to wear some Timberland boot.
Yeah.
If anything get out of line, they can just kick somebody out. Savage going to be the security guard with that truck he got. So can't wait.
Oh yeah, y'all
can't wait, man. Just can't wait, man. All the hood racks, they can come on in, and I'm looking for big girl.
Yeah,
big girls with Tim.
You gonna deal with
big girl with them. Come holler at your boy.
You laugh on that one, man.
I can holler at your boy. You need a job? Come talk to me. I got you. No, man. Ain't nothing but GTA, man. GTA, man. They found a way to draw me back in there, man. I thought it was gonna be this week, man. I made all this money and now I'm mad. I'm mad that I made 20 million. I sell a car, I make another extra 2 million. I buy a car, I make an extra 2 million. It's like, I'm trying to give the money away in GTA, but it just keep coming back. And Savage, he ain't no good. He ain't no good for shit because he helped me selling this shit. Keep telling him I'm trying to change my life around, man. He ain't helping me, man.
Like, man, fucking give me that shit. Let's do this shit.
Right? Nah, man. Ain't nothing but gaming. That's all I can say. Nothing but gaming.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I'm hiding muscle.
Yo.
If I get a club on there, I had to put a C in there for Chuck. I put an X in there for the Xbox, and then you know what I'm saying it's gonna be the Xbox for Chuck. So I just you know what I'm saying abbreviated to make it be quick. Just be have a big X, then I have a letter 2, then I have a C on there. And that'd be the name of my club. I know my probably saying it that way y'all wouldn't get it. It would be X2C. I'm telling you, that's how you market a club. Everybody on pills.
Hey, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
Yeah, but before I go all the way and talk about drug dealers on Grand Theft Auto, and now the
Grand
police
Theft Auto.
kick my dough
9 times
in.
out of 10, is already gonna have pills in the club.
Right, right. But like I said, before I get to going out too much at the mouth, police been to kick my dough in, coming in my house like thinking I'm doing some type of distributing or something. Like, man, I'm talking about a video game, man, Grand Theft Auto.
That's all we talking about is game.
Right, right.
Nothing more than game.
So when we talking about going to kill somebody, we talking about on GTA. Like, yeah, man, we got to go do this here or battle, you know. So, but yeah, that's how it goes. But it be to me, it just be a little funny. We be talking about Grand Theft Auto on the phone. I be like, man, we is talking reckless, but you know, so we talk about a video game, but it still feel funny when you talk reckless like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's all fun and games though. But you know, it's based on real life stuff. But I'm gonna have to hop back on there. But I every time I'm gonna have to get on there with y'all, and y'all ain't y'all have to get mad for a little while or have patience or something with me, because you know I'm going in guns blazing. I'm going to get shot a couple times, killed. I gotta get that out of my system. I know that y'all have got it all out y'all system. Y'all been there. I want to go in running and shooting shit. That's all I want to do. Just you know what I'm saying. I know y'all got my back. That's all I need to know.
Hey man, shit, we right there with you. We right there. That's why we're trying to protect the community. You know, them streets out there in GTA are rough, so we're trying to protect that community by supplying you with the vehicle you need to help everybody else out.
Yeah, that sound about right. That sound about right too. But anyway, though, man, let's go ahead and dive into some of these killer topics right here, man. Matter of fact, let's start this off with that this something Collider had brought, and I was like, you know, I was looking at, it, I was like, man, you know what? Yeah, it's about a sequel before the first one came out, and now you know what I'm saying, reading it was you know what I'm saying they got good high expectations for this movie to actually do well, that they actually planning out a sequel, which is a bad thing because when you try to plan out a sequel, that means you writing on another movie before you finishing on this first movie. So I never did really like when people did that, but it actually gave me a little bit of confidence that they actually saying this movie is gonna do well. So what y'all think about Shazam actually coming out? Not the Shaquille O'Neal for people that's out there listening, not the Shazam with this no. Shaquille O'Neal was
Still.
no Shaquille O'Neal, he had one
He
called
was Shazam. He
it was
was Shazam. You know, he
Oh
was
yeah,
Shazam.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
no,
I
yeah,
think it was a
yeah,
Disney. Was it
yeah.
Disney or
it
something?
wasn't Shazam, it was
I don't
something
know what it
Shazam or
was.
some shit like that.
Yeah, it was
Kazam,
something. Yeah,
yeah.
Shazam, yeah, it
Shazam.
was
Well,
Shazam.
okay,
And Sinbad
okay.
and Sinbad had the one where he was a genie called Shazam.
I
Oh
Yeah,
don't know
wow.
what's going on. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah.
yeah, that's neither here or there. But anyway though, so what y'all think about matter of fact, Cloudy, matter of fact, you go ahead and introduce the world to this here this discovery.
Well, supposedly everything is going really good. Everything is really positive off the Shazam movie that they're directing with Sandberg, the one that Sandberg is directing, and everything seems really positive. It has a really fun vibe to it. And of course, you know, since everything was working so well, they started planning ahead because you need to plan ahead. All right, it's more or less like Marvel. It's not something that you know it's foreign to Hollywood. You know, as a Marvel fan, you know they fucking plan their shit like 5 years in advance. All right, so Warner Brothers is planning out for the next few years. But why? Because you also got Black Adam coming into the mix. All
Hmm.
right. And not only is Black Adam going to be coming into the mix, but you know, you also got to take into consideration the kid's age, right? The kid, the young Billy Batson, he's of course going to get older as the years go by. All right, so there's certain things that they're going to have to do as far as the storyline in order to advance that. All right, which would actually work in their favor. All right, so they're planning to incorporate this kid's growth spurts into the narrative as well, which sounds really positive. All right, and As far as like for how it's gonna connect into the DC extended universe, dude, it sounds really positive, yo. I'm actually stoked. It seems now that DC actually has a game plan, right? Warner Brothers actually has a game plan for what they want to do with the DCEU.
Right. Hey,
So
you heard
I'm
what the
really
Rock
looking
had
forward
said,
to it.
huh?
Well,
Oh,
Kaleidoscope.
hell yeah. The Rock has said there was gonna be major superheroes from the DC extended universe in his movie.
You know
Right.
what's funny though? Me and Chuck were talking about it. I was telling him, it's rumor. Take it as a grain of salt. Don't know how true it is, but from what I read the little rumors that they're saying that Superman cameo in Shazam.
I
And if
was
you
just
think about
about
Oh,
that,
to ask.
that's probably
I
I
gonna
wouldn't
was
be
tie
just
out to that Super
surprised.
T.
I
I
wouldn't be
was just about
surprised.
to ask about that
Cause
Yeah, I wouldn't be
because
surprised.
he,
I
he
saw I saw a picture of
I seen that
Superman,
too.
Superman and
Shazam,
Yep,
Shazam.
Shazam
Yeah.
yep.
fighting.
I seen that. Yeah, I seen that. It's like
I
he's supposed
didn't.
to be like the big brother. Like once he comes in, making sure everything is a okay. You know,
Right. Just get a nice little cameo. Cause I mean, that actually
Yeah,
makes
because
sense.
if you think about it, who is Billy Batson looking up to? Superman.
Superman.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Just like when Spidey came on the scene, who was he looking up to? The Avengers.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Iron Man and
Yeah.
Cap.
Yeah.
And I saw one
Mhm.
with Superman fighting Black Adam.
Yeah, yeah. I seen
So
that. I seen that. I'm like, is that real? So I'm sitting and I'm looking at that like,
It's fan art and stuff like that.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
that's what
It,
I was
but
thinking. Like it looked
it's
like a
gonna
fan.
happen though, because I have a feeling Superman is gonna fight Black Adam in Black Adam's movie. That's a given, bro.
right.
I
I
think
mean, but
so
think about
too.
that's the best way to put it out. Cause think about it, Superman is too OP. Everybody know that. So you
Dude,
gotta
that
put
shit. Black Adam is an anti-hero. You can imagine Black Adam going off fucking coming out of left field and whatnot. They're gonna need Superman. They're gonna need Wonder Woman. They're gonna need Aquaman a quarter seven seas in order to stop this cat.
hell yeah. Hey, then on top of that, they got the Rock playing them too. Man, I could just
Yep.
imagine the attention they're gonna have. The Rock versus Superman. I mean, I know it's Black Adam, but everybody
Dude,
gonna be
that
looking
movie
at
making bank. If everybody thought Batman BVS was the shit, man, they ain't seen shit yet.
right because I think more people want to see the Rock versus Superman than anything. So then the quality probably gonna go up because they gonna bank on the fact of is Dwayne Johnson playing a role and like
Yep.
he could play in any role right now and it's gold everything. So they looking at it as a
Yep.
bank. So hell yeah, I'm waiting to see Superman appear. If he's appear on Shazam, they're letting you know that when Black Adam come out, that it's gonna really
Yeah.
hold up. Oh, didn't they say Black Adam was supposed to come out before Shazam, or did they changed it when Shazam come
No, they
out?
changed it. Now it's Shazam, then Black Adam.
Okay,
At
yeah,
first it was supposed to be Black Adam, but they had to change their plans because how the hell you gonna do the bad guy first before the actual good guy came out?
Hmm.
right.
I
That's the
understand
same
that.
argument I was saying.
I understand that very well.
They were saying, but you know, if you think about it, when I remember we was talking, it was like a couple matter of fact on the podcast, he was telling me about the fact of if you think about it, Black Adam was actually around before Shazam, but Shazam was introduced before Black Adam. So,
Yeah.
Backstory. That's all. All it was like a backstory. You know how the comic book first come out with Shazam comic book, which broke records, broke Superman records when it came out. It's fucking Shazam fanatic because everybody, I guess, relate to a child. It looked at, made more sense that a child that looks up to Superman, a guy like being like Superman, and who else would you target for? Kids would love that. I have to admit, even this was before my time, but growing up, that was attractive to me too. Like man, like damn, this young boy and turn into a superhero and shit. Like man, it did it makes sense though.
Yeah.
yeah, well, I
Matter of
ain't
fact, when that comic book was out back in the day, he was called Captain Marvel.
Yes sir.
My bad. He was called Captain Marvel when he came out
Yes sir.
originally,
Yes
and the
sir.
comic book was selling even more than Superman comic books
Yes
at the time.
sir.
All right. So what did DC do? They pulled an EA. All right. So EA didn't think of this shit before with the NFL. DC thought about it back in the day. They brought out the company that published the Shazam comic books. And then they buried Captain Marvel for years. All right. They buried him. And then they decided to bring them back out in the 70s and early 80s, late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah, but see, you know why they buried him, right? You know what? I need you to check this out. It's called The History of Action Comic Book. They also talk about DC. I mean, well, of course, it used to DC.
Well, they buried it because that dude was about to be more popular than freaking Superman.
No. Did you know? You got to watch the DVD. They also talk about Marvel. Did you know back then, comic book, they had a riot over comic book, that comic book was poisoning children's mind?
Oh, yeah. That was back.
That's before they came up with that's the comic buyers code.
Yeah, that's what that was
code
about.
that they put on the comic books.
Because it was like Superman mania, and all these kids were loving it. And I was looking at that. I said, yo, what is they burning? I'm like, hold on. When did this turn into a documentary about burning books? Oh, no, it was comic book. They burning them comic book. Like, yo, it's, you know how it's the devil. So, you know, they was going crazy over that. So, yeah, a lot of things.
Before the comics buyers code, they was able to do anything in comic books. Anything. It was just like Japanese manga. Japanese manga, you know, you'll see some of them that are bloody as hell. Some of them where it's like really freaky shit, you know what I'm saying? Bordering on hentai, but it's quite not. It's not really. It's just some freaky ass shit that's going on.
Yes.
But it's because they don't have a buyer's code. In the U.S., they came up with that in order to avoid that being sold on the newsstands to little kids.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why they came up with the buyer's code, and everything had to be cleared by them.
And you know what?
Think about Wonder Woman. Think about Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
How many covers was she in bondage?
A lot.
That was some straight S&M shit, bro.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I'm glad
you know what I'm saying.
I was gonna say that. Yo. I was about to touch that right there too. Like a lot of stuff people didn't understand that was going on in comics, like how Wonder Woman was tied up and bandaged, and when it was a lady that was faking Wonder Woman and stuff like that. They're like, hold on, what the? Like, hold on, what's going on here? Like, Batman and Robin in the same bed.
Yeah,
appropriate. Exactly. A lot of people don't know that. Superman. You know, all Superman did was fight.
It was alluding to a lot of stuff.
Dinosaur and landlords. That's all Superman fought.
Like, I would always trip out on that Robin costume, man. What was
what
up
you
with
mean?
Those underwear, man?
The 70s, the old school 70s.
Yeah, I'm talking about like when Superman first came out.
No. I know. I remember one. I remember one that from Superman that was worse than that.
What's
you
that?
Remember when Superman married Supergirl?
Oh yeah.
What?
You know what? Yo, give him that ejection.
I don't remember that shit, but that is some foul shit.
Yeah. It was some freaky dicky stuff that was going on.
Yo, it kind of reminds me of that singer that married his cousin, right? Great Balls Fire.
Right. I'm like, hold on, what's going on here? Like, what the?
Yeah, they had to end that.
Yeah, Superman married Supergirl. Damn. No wonder they was burning comic books. They was like, what the fuck?
Right,
you crazy? How the hell he marrying his own cousin?
Yeah, that shit was crazy. I'm like, what? Because they were saying kids was addicted to that thing. Like, I'm talking about kids of all nationality. They're
poisoning young minds.
Hey, but I don't think Supergirl was his cousin, and
she was always his cousin. G.
Yeah, the way she came out, she was his cousin, bro.
Yeah, but you know how they got
always
the multiverse, and now you know
multiverse. She always his cousin.
Man, that's yeah. So that's like I think it was something about had something to do with
it's called incest.
Repopulate their race.
There it is. He said it.
There it is. Yeah, it is. I think
she's like repopulate that race.
Kryptonian.
Why would they need to repopulate their race if they got the great city of Kandor?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's in a bottle, but that's the entire.
I always thought that I never, you know what, that always been an issue with me with how you got the city of Kandor. Now you take Kandor, like you can restore Kandor on another planet where
they actually did restore Kandor.
But you're telling me that I don't get it. Like how you still can't be the last son of Krypton if there's other people that still survive.
I know, right?
DC was all over. I mean, all over the map with some of these stories, man. I'm gonna say that.
Yeah, but I think they left that title alone after he found out they had more people survive. So when it was calling them that, it was more like at the beginning. Then as time goes on, he get older and he's discovered like Supergirl, and he discovered like what Brainiac did. That's when they stopped calling him the last son of Krypton, because like you
Well,
really don't hear.
since y'all talking about Superman and Krypton, is that show really worth it, Krypton?
I stopped after episode 2.
Like the app
Anybody
that I
else here
was
seen
watching the app that I was watching it on, start charging, so I started watching.
All right, but was it good?
It was
Great.
I was getting into it. I was
All right,
to tell you the truth, I was getting into
so
it.
it's some sci-fi shit then, right?
Yeah.
All right, yeah. Because on the thing I'm actually watching.
I'm gonna just tell you like this: Superman grandfather be kicking ass, and he ain't got no superpowers.
You know what? Hey, they gotta watch that on their own, bro. You gotta let them watch that. It's
oh man, no. I mean, no. He's not giving away any spoilers.
I'm about to say,
me know the way his grandfather was, or his great grandfather, right?
What? See, it kind of contradicts. I mean, well, you can't add it with the DCU or whatever universe. You can't, even though they took some element from that and also some element from the old Christopher Reeve movie.
See, see what they did was how they explained this one. This was like a couple generations before Krypton even exploded. Before they knew it, Krypton was really gonna explode.
300 years. It was 300 years before Krypton was destroyed.
You know what I'm saying? So
once I finish the Runaways, I'm gonna jump on that.
Yeah, it's slow, but as time goes on, you like, you know what?
Collider could take a slow burn. He fuck with the Runaways.
Yeah, hold on.
The Runaways is legit, bro.
Hey, look, I fuck with that all the time.
I fight Cloak and Dagger slower, but I don't mean it's not good. It's still dope as hell.
I didn't say that. Said y'all jumped to the conclusion. I just say he like the Runaways, and that's a slow burn. That's all I said.
I like
slow burn shows. I can't front, even though Into the Badlands is the complete opposite. All right, that's
not a slow burn. It takes you into it, right into it, and let you know what's going on from episode 1. You already know somebody gonna die.
Yo, just that opening alone, Savage. That's I was telling both Flip and Chuck
I told
got on the show.
Chuck, man, watch Into the Badlands. He was like, man, I'm gonna get around to it.
That shit is official, man. Yo, and then when I saw the Widow in episode 2, that shit threw me for a loop, Savage. And then they started.
So you still in season 1?
No, I finished season 2 just earlier today. I mean, bullshit. Last night I finished season 2. Tomorrow I'm gonna start season 3. I found where they're streaming it at.
So you know who the Widow really is.
Who is?
The Widow.
Oh hell yeah, bro. Flea. But I suspected that though before that, man. I knew it was Flea. You know what I'm saying? Something was telling me. I was like, yo, I bet you anything, old girl is the Flea. You know what I'm saying? Then especially when they gave the background for the Flea. I was surprised that they even showed Flea in one episode. I was like, okay, that's old girl. That's the Widow. You know what I'm saying? But yo, the martial arts action in this shit is legit, bro.
Yeah.
And it's bloody as hell, man. You see blood flying everywhere. Yo, with some of the decapitations, I ain't even expect to see that shit on TV. I was like, what? I was like, yo, these motherfuckers going for the jugular. They ain't playing. You know what I'm saying? And then the way they got the hierarchy, the way they got that shit set up, you know, that you got, 7 barons and whatnot. And the baron, basically, the way I see it, they like shoguns. Right, each baron is like a shogun.
Right.
Then they got the regent,
like a warlord,
which is their head samurai, right? The one that executes everybody and shit. And then below the regents, you got the clippers, right, which is the basic regular samurai soldiers that they got and whatnot. And then you got the cogs, which are their slaves. And I was like, what? I was like, yo, this is on point, man. I just love the way they broke that whole shit down.
I ain't gonna lie. Wasn't which the baron? I can't even think of his name. The one that turned out to be the main antagonist of the show.
He crazy.
Like he crazy as hell, but I felt his story because he started off as a cog with nothing.
Yep.
And he ended up being a baron.
Yep. Thinking about how he was gonna climb the ranks and all that shit. And I mean, the way they break everything down is just so on point, man. I mean, I was feeling it. Then you had the Baronesses up in the thing, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the Widow. And the Widow has her own unique army. She doesn't have like regular clippers. She got butterflies. I mean, she got clippers, but then she got her butterflies. You know what I'm saying? Which is like this elite class of women ninjas. All right. That's what it reminds me of. That I'm like, what? And then all guns have been outlawed. I was like, wow, this is dope, man. Seems like feudal Japan, but in the States.
Two regions. She got the region over the butterflies, and she got the region over the clippers.
Mm-hmm. I know, and the one over the clippers, he's in a wheelchair. Come on. All right, that's the shit that trips me out, man. The dude's in a wheelchair, he be fucking dudes up, man. What show do you see that on? The dude in the wheelchair fucking dudes up. And as a matter of fact, as a matter of fact, Chuck, want to know who's the guy that's in the wheelchair? Who? Remember the bad dude from Avatar?
Yeah.
The main villain, that dude with the white hair?
Right.
That's the dude that's in the fucking wheelchair. Stephen Lang.
Yeah, he in there busting people up. I'm telling you. Beating ass with maces and all kind of shit.
Cable though. That's what I want to see him play. I want to see him play Cable.
But no, he would have been legit as Cable. But I can't say Josh Brolin ain't do a good job though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Wait. On that note, did anybody pay attention that they fucked up with his eye?
Huh?
Who?
With Cable eye and Deadpool 2. It's the wrong eye they had lighting up.
It's supposed to be his right eye.
Yeah, because he had these type of powers and whatnot.
I mean, but it's Deadpool. Man. That's Deadpool. I don't think they're gonna nitpick on that one. I ain't gonna hold them accountable for that shit.
No, I'm just happy they got Juggernaut right. Fuck that,
dude.
Whoa. See what?
When I realized who the fuck Firefist was, I couldn't stop laughing.
Well, who was?
Firefist.
The boy.
The little boy.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's the best way to describe him. But the only thing that I know that beat fire is water. So what y'all think about Aquaman getting
the boy
for instead of what that is, a seahorse? That when
he ain't getting no seahorse, man. This ain't no Super Friends Aquaman, bro.
Right.
He got a sea dragon. He got a sea dragon, bro. Right, not no seahorse. He got a sea dragon.
Man, y'all.
And them motherfuckers is big.
Man, I was seeing a picture. Then that's gonna be for the toys too, huh?
Let me tell you something. I don't talk to fish. The water do the talking. She had to talk to fish. I'm like, hold on, what? Oh man.
Hey, he trying his best to clean that shit up though. You gotta think about it. Hey, y'all think he gonna rock his gold and green?
Yeah, they already got picks for it, bro.
Oh, they already got picks for it?
Yeah, but it ain't the golden. It's not the way you thinking of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm about to say, please don't let it look like no.
Nah, he doesn't look that cool.
Nah.
Okay, let me ask you this: is it going to still look? Is it going to be like the suit, but in the golden green color?
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be more like a suit of armor is golden green.
Right. That's what I was hoping. That's what I was expecting. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, that sea dragon looks like it has armor.
It's not. And really, if you paid attention, it was orange. The old Aquaman was kind of orange and green.
Mm-hmm.
But this one golden.
That was more of an orange color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this one rocking golden green.
Yeah. See
that's not bad. I can't be mad at that.
Right. Me neither.
I ain't mad.
I mean, then they got the first man playing Aquaman too.
Yeah, man. As a matter of fact, he ended up passing on fucking the Crow.
Yeah.
What?
He passed on the Crow.
What? Oh wow.
Yeah, they was actually doing another Crow remake.
Yeah, I know
and Jason Momoa signed on it, but I guess him and the director they both dipped. And what Sony did is they dropped it all together. They was like, you know what? Fuck it. It's not even worth the hassle.
I don't even think I really and truly I wouldn't want another Crow movie right now anyway. And if they did,
I don't want one. Period. Literally, I really don't.
Like, who cares
You know
about
what I'm saying? Because Brandon Lee, they should have never made a second one, a third one. They should have never made that Crow Stairway to Hell or whatever.
When Brandon Lee died in the first one, they should have left it alone.
Exactly. They should have just left it alone, bro. Because everything that they released after that was all downhill.
Shit.
All right. It was crap. It was all downhill. There was nothing better than the first one. So just leave it alone. It's a property that people will look on vividly. People will pick it up because it's a cult classic. People still buy them shits. You know what I'm saying? So the movie ain't gonna go nowhere. But don't try to remake it. Just leave it alone, man. And so many people have tried over the years. What? Last 15 years, last 20 years, motherfuckers been trying to make a Crow movie, and it still has not seen the light of days because it's not. It's not gonna happen.
Right, and they don't even need to try to force it. They just need to let it be. Like some movies are good to gracefully bow out of, and some movies, you know what I'm saying, you be looking like, what the hell? Why would you do that? But then you look at the circumstances.
One hit wonders. That's all. Let it be a one hit wonder. Keep moving.
Right, right.
Just leave it and move on.
What y'all think about what name? Latonya? I forgot her last name. Anyway, the Black Widow, and she.
You're talking about you said Natasha Romanoff.
Yeah.
All right, so you're talking about Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, that's her real name. Yeah, but I was trying to think of her last name on Black Widow. But yeah, Scarlett Johansson. I know she played was supposed to play in a movie, and she bowed out because of the backlash that she was first started from the backlash that received off of Ghost in the Shell, and she actually went through with the movie. It was actually a good movie, and she played the perfect part. But you know, they have a lot of people across the internet. They gonna whine and complain saying about some type of
there should have been an Asian character.
Yeah, it's gonna be some stuff like this. So when she this new role here, I actually think Disney forced her to back up off of it because you know Disney don't want no dirt on their hands. So when they were saying she was gonna take a role of a transsexual, but you know, saying the
transgender.
Well, excuse me, man. I don't know all the different stuff, man. It's too many. Man, give me a basic, and that, you know, saying a transgender. So she's supposed to play a person that was a transgender, and from what I was saying, that she was bagging out because a lot of people was like, well, they don't got no transgender roles for all the transgenders and this and that. You know what I'm saying? You taking all our roles and stuff like that. So I think that her and Disney probably had a talk. Well, look, you're not gonna. Just don't worry about this movie. You finna do this Black Widow movie. This your cat's cow. Don't do nothing that's gonna mess this up. So what y'all think about the whole situation behind this here?
I'll let Savage go first.
Damn.
And he is
all right. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion. I don't give a shit.
That's why I said I'll let Savage go first.
No cut, no good, no whatsoever.
Like I don't care.
I feel you. I feel you.
I mean, I'm being honest. I really don't care.
Yeah, but you don't think they could be hurting the industry with the backlash and people get mad about this person got to play this role and it got to be this in particular person, and they get mad about of a good actor get a good role. They got a name behind them. It don't have to just be this role, but like how, let's say Ghost in the Shell, how they had that, and if she would have did that on that movie, who knows what the next movie might be coming out with next that you might want to see, and the actor have to bow out the movie because of you got your social justice warriors, you got the people saying like it's all, you know, saying we getting like diverse, but you know what I'm saying, the people they bring it to they're making a conflict, and like Jamie Foxx is coming out with not his movie, he in a movie with him and Robert Downey Jr. And the thing about it was Robert Downey Jr. was agreed to the movie, then he had to come back and he had to change his mind, but I think he's still gonna be in the movie, that he was supposed to play a role of a make. And then he called back and was like, Jamie, I don't know if I want to play this role because Neil's like, man, you know, you play blackface, you know, anybody, you know, everybody fuck with you, you know, you cool. And you know, saying it's a comedy anyway. But like he was kind of skeptical about that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, you talking about when he played in Tropical Thunder?
No, okay, yeah, he played. Yeah, that was talking about. It's a new movie that they coming out with. He's supposed to be playing as a Mexican, and when he plays the
Supposed to
Mexican,
play who?
he played
the Mexican.
Right, and Jamie
Oh,
Foxx.
Mexican. Wow.
Yeah, and Jamie Foxx, I think he playing the role of a white person, and they got a white dude. It's like they got everybody mixed up, and they going on some type of, or I guess it's a road trip, but it's a comedy. The whole thing about it is he.
So I want to put it like this.
Man, that don't sound cool.
People with their feelings about this and that, I don't care about their feelings. If they want to make, if they want to make movies, whatever they want to make a movie about, they can make the movies. I really don't shit. It's up to me if I want to go see it. If I don't want to see the shit, I'm not gonna go see it. So if you're gonna complain about something you chose to see, that's on you. I don't give a fuck.
I feel you.
I wish everybody else could feel like that, because I've been getting a lot of hits on Twitter backlash and people going back and forth about the whole situation. I'm like, well, it ain't, to me. I felt like I was more pissed because
that's more the people are not learning the art of minding your own damn business. See, if more people practice the art of minding your own fucking business, that shit won't happen.
Yeah, exactly. Just look at what movie they delivered. If you like it, fine, go watch it. If you don't, all right, then pass. Ain't no biggie.
Like, if you a homophobe, why go watch a movie about homosexuals?
Makes sense to me.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense.
Okay, if you don't like anime, why sit down and watch an anime movie just so you can complain about it?
That is so on point.
Right. And if you don't like Sea of Thieves, why would you make a video about you not liking Sea of Thieves?
If you don't like it.
If you don't like it, that's something you don't like. Everybody has their own personal opinion.
Or State of Decay. Why get mad at State of Decay and Sea of Thieves made a whole lot more money than a couple of Sony games, and you don't like the game anyway? I'm just saying.
Right. I mean,
I'm just saying.
That makes sense. Like Savage, he don't like zombie games, so he don't like State of Decay, and he don't got it. He ain't like he finna say, "Oh, that's the stupidest zombie game that ever existed." And nah, you just say, "I don't play those type of games."
I don't play the game, and what I tell people that they buy it. I know a lot of people that buy it. From my friend's opinion, it's a great game. If them the type of games that you like. From my opinion, I can't give you one because I don't play that.
Man,
and that's the best type of opinion to take from somebody.
Right.
That's an honest opinion.
And too bad you can't get that out the gaming media. I'm talking about like the raw media, like the IGNs and the machinimas and the GameSpots and stuff like that.
They use too much clickbait nowadays, bro.
Right.
It's all about clickbait.
And that's crazy. They the professionals, but we act more professional than the professionals. Matter of fact, everybody subscribe to our channels. Watch us, pay attention to us, because we are the new media. We bringing it to you raw and real. So about raw and real, what about you, Flip? What you think about the situation?
Honestly, I get two fucks. In the words of my good brother Bone or Mr. 100, I give two fucks. I don't care about that shit. I really don't. I don't. I'm with Savage right there. I don't care.
Right.
Call me what you want to call me. I don't give a fuck. I'm not gonna watch the movie anyway, so I don't care. I wasn't gonna look at. I have zero interest in that movie. I mean, if you're looking at that on a professional standpoint of her career or whatever, I think she's a good actor. But I'm gonna keep it. As you say, 100. I don't give a fuck about that shit. She making money. She making that type of money, not me. She gonna be good.
Right.
She's gonna be good.
I mean, exactly.
She gonna be paid if we go see that movie or not.
She gonna get paid.
Right.
She still gonna be paid if she make that movie or not.
Well, that makes sense. But I was saying she gracefully was bowing out of, and I was like, man, damn. I mean, to be honest with you, I just like to see her in movies. So Every time I see it,
She got tired of the backlash, bro. That's all.
Man, honestly, I'm not gonna go watch a movie about transsexuals.
I don't. I'm not interested
I'm not.
in that at all. That I mean, just mentioning that turned me off when we were talking about it. Like, oh man, this isn't getting a little too complex.
Yeah, but I'm just taking it more in general, as in not just that, but like I said, was saying, like if you don't like something, just don't watch it. I'm more concerned about like the people, the trolls that's actually out there that's coming out and making all these noise, giving theft threats and stuff like that, or they saying, you know,
all those shows need to cut that shit out, man.
Wait a
Really,
minute. Did you say death threat? So you telling me you ready to have death threat against someone that's not really a transgender? Okay, this is the fucking I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's just the day and age we live in.
You as a transgender, whatever, getting mad because this woman is not really one, but y'all talking about threatening and all this other stuff. Didn't y'all say y'all had a hard time coming out the closet and stuff like that? Which I believe y'all should stay in the fucking closet. Now that y'all out the closet and people know it, now you want to act like a fool. This is worse than the people that don't like your ass.
Yeah,
wow,
that's what you do. You mimic the people that you don't like.
Like, I don't understand it. I'm confused with that. Like, what the fuck? So you're going to turn into the exact same person that you don't like. Okay, that makes good sense. What's the next topic?
It's a trip. Yo, I'm going to say my input, yo, man. I understand Scarlett Johansson by dropping out because, I mean, she did get a lot of backlash for ghosting the show, like the way Chuck said earlier. And she was getting a lot of backlash because of this role. They wanted her to play a transgender role. And she was actually doing it because I guess it was a good script. You know, Scarlett Johansson likes doing good ass movies and whatnot. But you know, they attacked her over it, right? Oh, that you're taking away transgender jobs, right? So it's a change that needs to happen in Hollywood. All right, not just, you know, with transgender actors. A change needs to happen in Hollywood, because some of the transgender actors, some of their arguments are, all right, so we could only play transgender characters in movies, on shows, but we can't play a regular person, a regular straight person on movies or shows, right? So I can understand where they're coming from, because Scarlett Johansson, she could play both. She could play either straight, she could play lesbian, or she could play transgender, because they'll just offer her more roles.
Wait a minute.
Whereas a transgender actor gets offered less roles. Right? Oh, you're transgender? All right, well, you know, when we got a transgender role for you, we'll call you. All right, and it's kind of wrong, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of understand where they're coming from. And then you think about it, Jared Leto, the guy that played the Joker, he came out in the Dallas Buyers Club, right? He got nominated for an Academy Award because of his role of playing this transgender character. He's not transgender, but yet he did a very good job as far as an actor. So as far as acting-wise, I understand why they offered Scarlett Johansson the job, and also because of her name and because she has acting chops. But at the same time, I understand where the transgender community is coming from. So the way I see it, you transgenders out there, y'all need to hit up Hollywood and let them know that y'all able to take on any types of roles, just like any regular straight actor. All right? Make everything a fair playing field. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, come on, think about it. You got people playing Persona 5 out there, right?
Oh, shit.
You got people playing GTA. So, you know what I'm saying? Make it a level playing field for everybody, bro.
But wait a minute. What's the guy that played it on? What's the dude named that? He's gay and he played the straight characters in TV show. The dude that played the Doogie Howser. What's his name?
Oh, yeah. I know who you're talking about. The guy that played Doogie Howser.
Yeah, he ain't gay. He crazy.
No, he is gay.
He gay.
Man, he everything.
No, he gay, bro.
No, he really is.
That's not news, bro. He gay.
No one question that. No one question that. They don't look at that.
See, he openly gay and whatnot. And so is this dude. Remember the guy that played Sylar? The guy that played Spock in the new Star Trek movies? He's gay.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot his name. Yeah. He's gay.
And he's playing a straight dude. You know what I'm saying? Because Spock is straight. He be hitting old girl Gamora and shit, right? What, Zoe Saldana and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody else will blow your mind. Professor Xavier and Magneto.
Oh, the original ones?
Yep.
Well, I'm not so sure about Patrick Stewart.
No,
I know about Sir Ian McKellen.
Yeah,
I know
he
did.
Patrick Stewart.
Patrick Stewart, I'm not sure, bro.
Nah, he's not. This is what Patrick Stewart was doing. Cause since they're close friends or whatever, he was saying why did that a man had to be afraid of gay people? Cause it's a whole story about how he was breaking that down. Cause he was doing an interview and stuff like that. He said so.
Yeah, cause they're really close friends, bro.
Yeah, he said that's.
Oh, okay, yeah. I misinterpreted when they were saying they
he was breaking that shit down. He was breaking that shit down. So he was.
The thing is that they was both actors was brought up on Shakespeare.
Right.
So they're both Shakespearean actors from England.
And even though he did play that as a gay character in a movie and stuff like that, he brought all that stuff up. And he was like, yo, he was just supporting. In other words, he was supporting his friend. I'm gonna just put it to you like that.
Mm-hmm. Right. Exactly.
Hey, speaking about support though, I just want to say this for a second because it been itching at me. But I know that you probably heard, some people probably haven't heard about the situation with Stan Lee. Now, some people don't know that this is an older gentleman. I mean, he put smiles and he made a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, life pretty much, you know what I'm saying, growing up, you know what I'm saying, he put smiles on face. He gave people encouragement. I never seen Stan Lee in no bad position where he was no down bad person. To me, he was always an upright person. But now that he's up in age and after his wife had passed, it's like a lot of people, hounds and stuff like that. I've been steady seeing information about like people were stealing his blood, trying, you know what I'm saying? The nurses that was taking care of him was messing over him. His own daughter is trying to get him out of money, and everybody is just trying to it's like they just trying to take advantage of an old man, and they feel like it's a pack of wolves, and everybody that's around him is attacking him. So what I was looking at, like, we got the MCU, even DC, like, you know, say anybody, like, you know what I'm saying, with money that's doing stuff like that, like Robert Downey Jr., Scarlett Johansson, what's the name that plays the youngster that plays Spider-Man? I forgot his name, but you know what I'm talking about. Tom Holland. I mean, like, you got all these big characters, big names that's making money off of pretty much his back. They could at least go and, you know what I'm saying, and kind of correct some of this stuff here, because they wouldn't be making none of this money without him. And they, you know what I'm saying, I know they give him these little cameos, but I'm talking about like in his real life, they actually got him in a position where he don't even want, you know what I'm saying, they don't even know what, he's not in a good position, pretty much what I'm trying to say. And I just want to, you know what I'm saying, people out here that's listening, be known, you know what I'm saying, share it or try to, you know what I'm saying, because the more we could spread it out there, the more people could, like, somebody in the extra position that could do something, because, you know, maybe just word of mouth could actually spread, because it's kind of foul how they handle that, man. And you can go back and you could kind of look at some of the things that's going on in his not just personal life, but just, you know what I'm saying, his life, for the people that's around him that's trying to take full advantage of him, and that's not cool. And I really don't like it. And I just wanted to, like, kind of say that, you know what I'm saying, for people that don't know that what's going on with him in his life. So, you know what I'm saying, if y'all can spread it, you know, however it go, hopefully they do something, you know what I'm saying, and get him into a better position where he can live out the rest of his days, you know what I'm saying, just enjoying life. That's what he deserves, because he really do deserve that. Because he did a lot of stuff for the whole community, you know what I'm saying, from today's age all the way to the generations before our generations. He was around, you know what I'm saying, putting smiles on kid faces. And speaking about throwbacks, you know what I'm saying, that Spider-Man, man, they say that Sony got them one. I know Flip. You say it's the same old Spider-Man, but what you think about that original suit?
Oh, the original suit that he wearing?
Yeah. When they were saying that they was,
I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up and a pinky toe. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, to me, like, the colors, it like they extra pop or something, don't it?
I like it. Yeah, I like it. I'm not gonna hit on the color or anything. Like I said, maybe the same thing, but I can appreciate and say, yeah, I like that, but I ain't gonna play it.
Right.
I like what I see, but you ain't gonna get me with the 52 fake out. But I like what I see. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, they got me more pumped up to see what they're gonna do, because, you know, when they bring him in his symbiote suit, I know that's gonna be nice too. So what about you, Kaleidoscope?
Actually, the picture, you know what I'm saying? Because it's actually for their Daily Bugle marketing, right? Daily Bugle marketing that they're gonna use to market the PS4 game, and
Yeah,
it's actually in-game shot actually from the game, and it's the actual same shot from the ending of the Amazing Spider-Man, the one by that this dude did, Andrew Garfield, and
yeah.
it's that one where he actually shot the web, and it did it like in slow motion, the same position and everything. You know what I'm saying? I just like the way it pops. You know what I'm saying? The way the image itself glistens and everything. It looks legit, huh? It does look legit. I actually finished the Amazing Spider-Man 2, I think week before last. And
I
dude, this
can't
is the
find that
best
game
looking
nowhere.
Spider-Man, bro. Nah, it's because they had to discontinue it. You know what I'm saying? The only way you'll be able to find it either on Amazon or eBay or on a mom and pop shop.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
But
Play
that's the
people
only
probably
place
price
you'll be able
gouge.
to get it, bro.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And good luck with the price. Because
yeah.
dudes know that shit is scarce. They ain't gonna sell that shit for cheap.
Right. Hey, you'll see the PlayStation version. Like, hold up, this $15. Man, kind of spent. Then you go say, well, let me see what the Xbox $70, $80. Man, you want
Yep.
$150? Man, y'all out
Yep.
y'all rabbit ass man. Yeah,
But they
that's
know it's because it's not available anymore, dude.
right, right.
Yeah.
And
At
then,
one point, I was looking for Def Jam Fight for New York, and it cost $387.
Look at that. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't make that shit no more. That's exactly right.
yeah. I mean, I forgot what game it was. It was a Nintendo 64 game. I mean, it was like a ridiculous price.
Zelda.
Yeah, I think it was Zelda, huh? There was a
Yep.
the gold. I think it was the gold one.
Oh, yeah, Ocean Era Time cost $800.
I was like, man, this is ridiculous. But yeah, that's what they do, y'all. There, you know what I'm saying? They try to gouge you or whatever. So, but hey, what y'all think about that? You know, what I'm saying the trailers and stuff they were showing with the Venom and how they actually showed all the details, and you can actually see. But that one thing I did notice, I mean, y'all couldn't help but to see it. But if you notice, his mouth went all the way back, damn near to the back of his eyes, like how Venom mouth really look. I was like, oh man, look at the detail they put in there. Then you can see the teeth and how you can actually see the teeth kind of growling over him. I was like, okay. And they showed a lot of the same images from the when they showed the trailer a while back, but they kind of gave you a little bit more detail about the about what's gonna go on in this Venom movie. So what y'all think about the whole fact of it's not set in New York, it's set in San Francisco. That's one thing that's gonna be different. I don't think he's gonna show him where he getting the symbiote from Spider-Man, but they showing that they the symbiote was a creation and how he, you know what I'm saying, how he gonna get it and he gotta fight this corporation and stuff like that. And they were saying that they I think from what they was looking at, they're gonna do the Goblin. He had something, you know what I'm saying? They got him with a part of that the experiment too. So you know what I'm saying? I'm thinking they trying to bring like give him a whole completely different backstory, origin story. Even Carnage, they said they supposed to have, I think his name Woody Allen gonna be playing Carnage. That's what I was saying. It's not confirmed.
Who'd you say?
It's not confirmed right now, but they were saying it was in talk for Woody Allen to play
Stop playing.
I would rather see Woody Allen playing the Lizard.
Yeah, like as Carnage. Woody. Wait a minute. You talking about the whole? Hold on.
No, it's not confirmed. They said they is in talks for Woody Allen to play, but he played a good ass role in Planet of the Apes.
Woody Allen.
You sure it's Woody Allen, the old head dude, the old white head dude that married the young buck, that married his adopted Asian daughter? That Woody Allen you talking about?
He played in the Hunger Games.
Not that.
That's
he
not
talking about
that's not Woody Allen.
Woody Harrelson.
Yeah, Woody Harrelson.
Yeah. All right, man. He came out in the third Planet of the Apes movie.
Yeah,
said Woody Allen. Oh my gosh.
I was just like, hold on. I'm like, okay.
Woody Allen is like a small little scrawny motherfucker too.
Woody Allen like 100 years old.
Woody Allen, that's the dude. He was the he actually played like a trailer park person. Back in the day, yeah, I remember who he was. No, not him. Yeah, the one that played in the Planet of the Apes. But yeah, they was in talks right now for him to play as Carnage. But you know what I'm saying? I'm guessing they gonna try to hold that to the end. But that was just some info they kind of leaked because you know what I'm saying when deals
that would be dope if he plays Carnage though. If Woody Harrelson,
I'm going up for the role.
But see, who I like to see play Carnage would be I want to see somebody with natural red hair that's an actor.
Yo, but I read some stuff though.
But he's still too old.
Nah, Woody Harrelson can still pull it off. He's like in his mid-40s, probably late 40s. Who knows?
No, he older than that, bro.
Nah, he's not in his 50s. You think he's in his 50s already?
He in his 50s, the same age as fucking whatchamacallit? What's my man name? A man that played his Blade as Wesley Snipes. They up there. That motherfucker in his 40s, he way older. He should be older than that.
I thought he was in his 60s.
Yeah, he might be. He might be in his 60s. He's old. Them dudes up there. Where everybody knows your name. That motherfucker old, dog.
Yeah, but
Full was in Cheers, wasn't
he? Yeah.
He was a bartender.
Yeah. He was a silly boy. He was a silly funny boy. Yeah, he's old. That motherfucker up there.
Yeah.
I can't see him playing that Carnage. Nah, they
got old then.
Yeah.
He's 56 right now.
Yeah. See,
he almost 60.
We need to get somebody else.
Yeah, and I mean that's when I first seen it, that's the first thing I probably say. He could play the role, but I just think he's just a little bit too old now.
They should have done that years ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was
about it's Sony. So
it was the young him. Yeah.
It's Sony. They coming out with a whole Spider-Man. I mean, a whole Venom movie with nothing to do with Spider-Man.
Well, they're coming out with the Spider-Verse shit, man.
Yeah,
and none of it is gonna tie. Tom Holland is not coming out in cameos in none of them, bro. This is its own separate entity.
Yeah, no, they said it's still a
possibility,
though. It's still a possibility.
No.
Marvel, I can't see it.
Marvel, look, this thing about Sony can make him come and do a cameo. That's the whole catch-22. Like if they wanted him in the movie, they can actually pull him in the movie. But what I'm thinking was Sony, the thing they're gonna try to work out is, hey, we're gonna let you get Spider-Man, but you know what I'm saying, make sure it's just Spider-Man with his mask on. Don't do the whole Peter Parker thing, just do the Spider-Man part, because that's all you really need. So I'm thinking
they're doing the whole Peter Parker thing. What are you talking about, man?
I'm talking about
Marvel Studios did that Spider-Man movie.
No. I'm talking about Marvel Studios in the Spider-Verse. You know what I'm saying?
So the first thing
coming out of Spider-Verse will
Tom Holland is not coming out, bro. He's not coming out in those movies.
Look, I ain't saying how I said it. They still got the right to use Spider-Man. They don't have to use the Peter Parker half of him, you know what I'm saying, without his spider suit on. You know what I'm saying? Just use the Spider-Man.
Oh, so you're trying to say they're going to come up with a brand new Spider-Man for the Spider-Verse?
That's the only thing I can actually see them doing. Either that
I don't see it, bro.
Or just do a Spider-Verse without Spider-Man.
Sony is stupider than that. They're way stupider than that, bro. All right. Damn. The way I see it, Sony, I can't give them that much credit. I can't. Bro. I cannot give them that credit, bro. They're going to do their own little Spider-Verse thing without Spider-Man. All right. So you're going to have a Venom movie. You're going to have Morbius the Vampire, and you're going to have Silver and Black. All right. Which is Black Cat and Silver Sable and shit teaming up and whatnot. It's a buddy cop flick or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? And all those movies, they're going to have one thing that they will not have in common, and it's Spider-Man. All right. Sony is not that smart. If Sony was smart, they would go with Marvel to see what movies they want to do. But the thing is that Marvel can't plan all these other movies while they're doing their shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sony wants to make that extra cheddar. They know Venom is popular. That's why they're making a Venom movie. They know fucking vampires are popular, so they was like, oh, what character do we own that's in the Spider-Man comic books? Oh, Morbius the Vampire. Well, fuck it, let's do that. You know what I'm saying? And then they got their version of Catwoman and shit in Black Cat. All right, so how can we make Black Cat pop off and whatnot? Well, bring in the mercenary, Silver Sable. Make it silver and black. Oh, yeah, there we go. Money in the bank. All right, that's the way Sony's looking at it. All right, Spider-Man is not going to be crossing into any of these movies. Spider-Man is only part of the MCU. Whatever happens after Homecoming 2, right? That's what we're calling it for now. Oh, Far From Home, my bad. Spider-Man Far From Home. Whatever happens in that movie, that's going to dictate what's going to happen in the future of Tom Holland's, or Peter Parker's version in the MCU. That's going to dictate what's going to happen then. But as far as like Sony tying these movies with Tom Holland version of Spider-Man, that ain't happening. They're not that smart.
Hey, but one thing I will say, that Morbius movie, I really don't want Spider-Man in it. I don't want Spider-Man in it. I want them to go fucking horror and make it it don't have to be a R rated, but just I want it to be a horror movie. I want it to be actually, when you see it, I want you to be like, damn, Marvel making an actual, a horror movie, because they got the like they said, Blade. You got
I'm glad you brought up Blade. That's the only way I see Morbius the Vampire working.
Yeah.
You give it a complete revamp, like the way they revamped Blade.
Right.
Then that shit could work, because that original Blade dude, the dude with the afro and shit, bearing his chest and all that, using wooden stakes, nah, bro. And the crossbow, no. All right, I'm glad Wesley Snipes actually helped David S. Goyer re-envision the new version of Blade, because that shit dictated Blade going forward. That Marvel even changed him in the comic books. It was like, damn, that shit was good. Let's put that shit in the comics.
Right. They gave him that swag that he actually needed. But
yeah, exactly.
But I ain't gonna lie.
Now, as much as I would like to see a brand new Blade, though, Wesley Snipes can't come back. I'm gonna be like with the Fraud. You can't come home. No, fuck that.
Yeah, it's
You're
over.
too old. You too old, man. You too old.
Nah,
Woody Harrelson too old. This motherfucker too old, man.
Yep.
Dude, when he came out of that Expendables 2 shit, I was like, oh, no.
You can see it. You can see the aging. Nah, it's not gonna work.
Once you're in Expendables, it's over with. But no, I was saying,
what I'm saying, man. It's like,
but he don't
his time already passed, like 10 years ago.
Right.
Yeah.
If it was 10 years ago, yeah, maybe. But now, nah, bro. You know what I'm saying? The only way I see it working, if they do like a Netflix TV series or some shit, or with like his daughter or him passing the mantle to somebody else, and not even then. Not even then. I just prefer a complete reboot.
Damn. Passionate. But speaking about passion,
dude, I love Blade, bro. I love the Blade franchise, bro.
I like the first two. I
like all three. Fuck that. I like all three.
The third one, it was okay. It wasn't. To me, it was more of a cash grab than anything. Like they just kind of pushed it out.
You say that, but if you would have seen the third one before you saw the first and the second one, you would have loved the first one.
Yo, what's wrong with this boy, man? Yo.
I'm just saying, man, because it was really good. The thing is that the first one was really, really fucking good. You know what I'm saying? And then the second one, like, launched it into the upper stratosphere. And you're like, oh, shit. And then the third one comes out and it's good. But it wasn't as good as the first one.
Man,
but if the third one would have came out first and it would have went in that order, 3, 1, 2, then you would have been like, oh, the Blade, that was the best trilogy ever. You know what I'm saying? But it came out the other way around.
Right, they couldn't keep up with the thing. But see, the thing about a lot of people don't know this. Y'all know this here. A lot of people that's listening to the podcast, they know this here. But go ask a random person and say, yeah, y'all remember that old Blade movie? And they'll be like, yeah. They say, do you know that's a Marvel property? They know who Marvel is. They know the movie that Marvel is making now. But they'll never know back then it was a Marvel movie.
Oh, yeah. I mean, but that's, you know what?
Because it says it in the credits.
Only one who knew what that was us.
Yeah.
Only we knew that was like the first fucking Marvel movie that hit the big black screen like that. Only we knew that.
Right.
They never noticed the letters in the credits that say Blade, character created by blah 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 blah, so on and so forth for Marvel Comics.
Yep.
And that's when you notice, like, oh shit, this is the motherfucker from Marvel Comics. Okay. And they said that in the opening crawl. That I was like, okay, I was already set. But since they didn't see that big M for Marvel, you know what I'm saying, like the way you saw in the X-Men movies,
right?
Nobody knew.
Speaking of that, speaking of stuff that was made by Marvel Comics that people don't really pay attention to, Chuck.
Howard the Duck.
No, I'm talking about.
Don't do that.
I'm talking about Preacher.
Preacher. Yeah, you would never know the Preacher was a Marvel comic.
No, you're not.
Yes, it is.
You're a Marvel comic. I thought he was Image.
That's Marvel.
That's Marvel.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
That's that. What's that? What's the name of that line? I forgot. Max.
Huh?
Huh?
Yeah, because Marvel has like different lines and shit for comic books and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It
Oh, they
was
got.
on. It wasn't. It was on one of those. Yeah, the one where the Punisher. They end up. The Punisher ended up being on with for the stuff that was kind of extreme for kids.
Preacher. Yeah, because Marvel has something called Max, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. Marvel Max.
And I think they did Powers on that. And Powers, they adapted it into a TV show that Sony was doing on PlayStation View or on their PlayStation TV thing. And I knew it wasn't Marvel. It's DC Vertigo. DC Vertigo is what they made Preacher for, bro.
Hold on,
But
what?
Marvel does have their version of Vertigo. It's called Max, though. That's what Powers came out on. But damn, I didn't even know it was
I didn't
Vertigo.
know. I knew.
I
I
thought it
knew
was Image.
Vertigo. I knew it was Vertigo, and I thought Vertigo was only Marvel. I didn't know they had a Vertigo version of DC.
Yeah, nah, Vertigo is
that's,
DC.
So that's no. I'm
Yeah,
saying I knew about the Marvel version of it. Like I
yeah,
knew
the
Marvel
Max.
had a version of it. Yeah, I didn't know about DC.
Hey,
So
y'all.
that's on me.
Hey, check
That's
it out.
why
I'm
I
gonna
went
spoil y'all
straight to
stomach.
Marvel when I heard Vertigo.
Hey,
I know. Yo, I thought it was Image, bro. Yo, literally Savage. I thought it was Image. All right, so you can imagine.
hey, I'll be right back. Spoil y'all stomach on some shit right quick. Man, they rebooting the Green Hornet. When I heard
So
this shit, I said, man, why? Who asked for that shit?
I don't really see a bad thing in them rebooting Green Hornet because I actually think now they got actors that can play both parts that won't be actually silly like the last one.
Yeah, it ain't like the one that Bruce Lee played in. It's going or the one that
No, I'm talking about the last one that came out, the
oh
one
the
that was
most
just
the
goofy.
comedy one. The
Yeah.
comedy.
As
Yeah,
a
that
matter
shit
of
kind
fact,
of
Savage, that Vertigo, they're the ones that did Constantine. It was called Hellblazer.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah, Vertigo is the ones that do Constantine. Yeah, that was like one of their first ones, man. Then they decided they did a miniseries for V for Vendetta. It was like a 6-issue
Okay,
miniseries
so
back in the day.
when did Constantine? So when did DC buy that?
No, Constantine first showed up in the Swamp Thing comic books by
Yeah.
Alan Moore, and then after a while they spun him into his own series called Hellblazer. It wasn't called John Constantine; it was just called Hellblazer. But it
Okay.
was featuring the character John Constantine. And the
But
reason they spun him off
Constantine
into
been
Vertigo
around
because
DC.
it's like the Marvel imprint for Max. It's adult content, bro. You know, you see fucked up shit in these comic books.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
Constantine is a very fucked up individual.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
was.
Yeah, they even did a Max version of fucking Punisher. Because Punisher, they had done Marvel Knights. Marvel had another imprint called Marvel Knights. But then after a while, they went over to Max and whatnot. It's like they eliminated the Marvel Knights line and they just called it the Max. So they had all types of shit. Fucked up shit. Especially the Punisher comic books. Damn.
Yeah, I saw some real gruesome shit.
Motherfuckers be going crazy on them shits. But I guess it's just, to cater to more of an adult audience. Some people get tired of seeing superheroes in tights all the time.
right. Hey, that's why I gotta say I love Luke Cage. When I heard Luke Cage made that statement, man, boy, I was so happy to hear him say that about how you gonna know that he, what I'm saying, with him wearing a mask. Same thing with the Punisher. When he was like, man, wear a mask. I was like, yeah. See, that make it to me that feel more realistic when they, what I'm saying, they real people doing real things. Like, when they have stuff like that.
Man, I remember getting an issue of, even though this is not an adult line, though, but it is young adults and whatnot. The Runaways. Yeah, I remember the issue where they had, I think, Captain America, Wolverine, Spider-Man crossover into an issue of the Runaways. So I was like all excited to pick it up. Nothing ain't really happened in the comic book though. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell you, Runaways is on some other shit. You know what I'm saying? It was bugged out. The stuff that happened, but it wasn't what you normally expected. When you have characters like Captain America, Wolverine, Iron Man, Spider-Man showing up in a comic book. You know what I'm saying? You basically expect a giant SmackDown battle, and none of that shit happened.
Right.
It was good though.
That was some shit to try to help bring awareness to the Runaways. That's what that was.
Nah. It's just that Runaways has his own story. They have their own little mystique. You know what I'm saying? Just like John Constantine. John Constantine is like the asshole of all assholes. All right? He can't be trusted for shit, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes him cool.
I mean, well, know who he is? Constantine is actually DC's Gambit. That's who he is.
No. Gambit has nothing. Gambit has nothing on Constantine.
I ain't talking about powers. I ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about powers. This dude, his scheming level is on a whole nother level from Gambit, bro. Like
Gambit's still in kindergarten.
Hell no.
Yeah, that's the Constantine, bro.
Dude, all right, check this out. Check this out.
His moms, yo.
Chuck, I'm gonna answer this question. What's the worst thing you can remember Gambit doing?
Was the worst thing he did?
Yeah, the worst thing you can think of him doing.
Suave. You know what I'm saying?
He killed his fiance brother.
Okay, that's the worst thing you can think about. John Constantine caused the crisis on Infinite Earths.
And still got jacked by Gambit. Man,
you understand what I just said?
Y'all ain't gonna win this fight. Y'all never give me the portray the best character on Marvel.
Nah, you crazy, man.
Man, hell no. That is
he's a cool character. I'm not saying he's not.
He's a cool character. He a good man. I love Gambit, bro. But as far as his scheming level, this dude caused a rupture in time and space the way he had superheroes from 52 Earths killing each other.
Well, he still ain't got nothing on Gambit. Well, I'm not. Man, speaking about matter of fact, I'm just gonna I'm gonna Reggie Bush. I'm about you want to
because if you think about Marvel, there's a lot of different characters that scheme and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? You know, not just Gambit. Gambit is just cool about it though. There's a certain level of coolness to this shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes Gambit cool. You know what I'm saying? That's why he pops out to a lot of people. And then that accent. He has that, you know, that what is it, that Creole accent and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So that's actually pretty bugged out. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, wow, this dude is like suave, cool, he's a thief and all this stuff. He's dope. But Constantine, he's a backstabber, bro. All right, it's a big difference. You know what I'm saying? It's like Gambit, you know, he's a thief, he's sly, you know, he's cool and all that. Most people don't think Constantine is cool. Most people hate Constantine's guts. All right, because he's just an asshole.
Answer this then. How you feel about them? The rumor going around that they might be they're thinking about making a Constantine movie, bringing them into the DCU.
Yeah.
Supposedly, well, rumors were up in the air for a while about doing that Justice League Dark movie. I've seen a couple of pictures here and there. I would like to see the Justice League Dark version. I think they would have to change the name though. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, people, I guess most casuals, they remember what happened with the Justice League. It was like, oh, another one. You know what I'm saying? So in order to avoid that backlash, you would have to come up with a new name.
Yeah, take away the whole concept of Justice League, huh?
Right. Well, look at the backlash when they did Man of Steel.
I don't know if they're gonna really. I don't really know if they're gonna change the name because Batman probably gonna end up being in that movie.
Yep.
I hope not.
He the one that actually put the team together.
What, in the cartoon?
The Mark Constantine?
No, Batman. Well, I ain't gonna say he put the team together. He was the only regular superhero that actually understood what the hell was going on.
Yeah, but they still could change the name, like how you were saying, Justice League Dark. They can give it a. I think they can actually come up with something a little bit more creative. That's what I think they could do. But hey, going on.
But let's just say this though. Justice League Dark, it's gonna be like a stark contrast from anything Justice League. You know what I'm saying? So it's like for us, the comic book nerds and all that, we know what Justice League Dark is about. We know how dark it can get and all that. You know, it's nothing super heroic about it. It's just a whole bunch of weird ass fucking shit. But I'm thinking it'll actually turn off the regular casual moviegoer.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You know, they're gonna go see a Justice League Dark movie, and they think it is gonna be, you know, something like Justice League, and they end up seeing Sin City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I remember people going to see Sin City back in the day with their little kids.
Man,
Thinking it was a comic book movie.
Not knowing it. Yep.
And yo, these parents was fucking horrified, bro. They was
I
like,
want my money back. How you want to tell me this such and such? Like, yo.
Oh, y'all think that was bad? Y'all heard about what happened with the sausage party, huh? Parents letting their kids watch that shit.
Oh yeah, and it had an R rating, bro. It's not like it wasn't rated R.
Man, I was saying they were showing it on some news outlets where they was talking, well, you know, some movie news outlets. They was talking about how people was bringing their kids to go see the sausage party and how they was just man.
That just goes to show
come on now.
how much parents pay attention to the movies.
It had an R rating for one, and the name of the movie is Sausage Party.
Man, I just was like, man,
I'm telling you, some parents is that stupid.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's what it is. But hey, speaking about stupid, what you think about? You know, since we was talking about Morbius, what y'all think about the Joker playing Morbius, but then he still playing the Joker, like he playing, Jared Leto, like he playing Morbius
Morbius the vampire, and he's also going to be playing Joker.
And he playing Joker on the next whatever Suicide Squad movie they got the Joker.
Yeah, but think about it. In the Suicide Squad movie, he looks like the Joker, bro. Comic book Joker. And if you think about Morbius the vampire, I'm sure they're gonna make him look like Morbius the vampire.
Man, when I seen that, I said, now that's a
all right, Chuck. I gotta throw this one at you since you want to throw that one out. What's your girl name from The Walking Dead?
Michonne.
Yeah,
the black girl.
You do know she playing in Marvel and DC movies, right?
What DC movie she played?
Wonder Woman.
She was in Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
I ain't seeing no Wonder Woman.
Go turn it on.
I'm gonna have to go back and watch because
I ain't seeing no Wonder Woman either, bro.
She ain't Wonder Woman.
Where at? What scene?
She wanted to when Steppenwolf come to Themyscira, she the one that say his name.
Nah, that's not her.
Okay.
I'm gonna go watch because you know that's
no, that's not her though. That's not her though. But I did see that she was offered another role.
You talking about the chick that was on the side next to the the queen?
I would have noticed stuff. She would have stood out to me. Yeah, I would have noticed stuff. That might have been somebody different that favored her.
It took me a couple times to watch that movie.
Let me get this straight. Are you talking about the chick on? I ain't see a lot of The Walking Dead. You talking about the chick that be cutting up the zombie and shit with the
Yeah.
Nah, that's not her. That's not her.
As a matter of fact, she's the one that plays Okoye in Black Panther. The one with the staff.
Right, that's not her. That's not her.
That's the chick I'm talking about.
No, that's somebody else.
That's not her though. She ain't come out in Wonder Woman though.
That's not her. Because I know exactly the chick you're talking about.
Her name is Denai Guerrera.
I know exactly who you're talking about. The chick in Justice League when they was on when they showing the stuff.
I know what chick he's talking about. I just don't know her name though.
Hey, I don't know. I don't even think
she's a lot taller though. She's a lot taller and more slender.
She is.
This girl, McCoy, is a lot shorter.
Yeah, she's short.
This is a fun fact. At Disney, not Marvel, at Disney got a thing with Marvel. So not the Fox Marvel properties and all the other Marvel properties, but with the MCU. If you play a role on the MCU, you're not gonna go to no other superhero movie.
Say what?
That's not true.
You can't smoke.
That's definitely not true.
You can't smoke on stage. I mean, you can't smoke on the camera. They can't cut off your head. There's a couple things that Disney got in place for them, and they got to do references.
Cause
you're saying they're trying to start this now?
No, it's going on now.
That's what I'm saying. Like they're trying to start it now.
I don't see that though, man. Because
what's
his name?
How is that possible?
Lawrence Fishburne. He came out in Ant-Man as Goliath, and he's Perry White in The Man of Steel.
Yeah.
People just play different roles. It doesn't matter what side you're on. Want to know what tripped me out about the Runaways? The bad guy. The bad guy was Dr. Doom.
Yep.
That shit had me bugging, man. I was like, oh shit, look, Dr. Doom. Okay.
So you can't say, okay, because look what happened in the past. In the past movies and shit. My man Captain America, he was Johnny Storm.
Yep. And look at what happened. Look at what happened to Michael B. Jordan. He was Johnny Storm too. Yep. And who did he end up being?
Yep.
Killmonger, but no. See what y'all
look at whatchamacallit. Also, what's his name? My man. He played as.
See, they not gonna. I mean, no. So that's a difference. They getting somebody that played a superhero role before and come play a Marvel superhero.
Okay, look at that.
Playing a Marvel superhero, then go play another superhero, then come back and play a Marvel superhero.
You're saying going back and forth,
right?
DC and Marvel.
Okay, check this out. The dude that played James Jameson is playing Marvel and DC.
Yeah, exactly. Movies. J. Jonah Jameson was first in a Marvel movie, then he came out as Commissioner Gordon.
Yep.
That was the complete opposite.
Yeah.
So it's not from DC to Marvel. They also go from Marvel to DC.
Yeah. But I think he's saying going back and forth.
Right.
Like, okay, he played in on Spider-Man. Well, that was Sony.
But the thing is that you'll be able to go back and forth if you think about it. Because look at Jared Leto's point. He's playing Joker. Okay. He's also playing Morbius the Vampire from Marvel.
DC. I mean, not DC. But I'm talking about Disney. MCU. With the Marvel properties. Fox and Sony with their Marvel properties and they actors, they got a different role. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about just the core people that's under the Disney contract with the MCU.
You're saying that this is going to be in a contract. This is what they're trying to establish.
Yeah, but if you think about it, it doesn't make sense because, like Lawrence Fishburne, for example, if they want him back as Perry White, he'll have to come back as Perry White. It's in his contract. And he's also playing a Marvel character, which is Goliath, in the new Ant-Man and Wasp movie.
Right. Now, if he leave to go play something else, I mean, he might. They got certain people they probably are. But think about this here. I know this is the big. Oh, I ain't gonna use them.
Let me ask you this real quick. Did they go the same thing for directors?
I doubt that. But I think that's just more was a clause. Matter I'll send it with it on the clause with that in there.
And think about it, that the way they changed the characters, some characters, know what I'm saying, with all the makeup that they put on them, they'll look totally different playing a different character. All right, it all comes down to the makeup and the way they want to present the actor. Like in Jared Leto's case, he's going to be indistinguishable from Jared Leto. All right, you got the Joker with all his makeup on and Morbius the Vampire. So nobody's going to put two and two together. Same thing with, even though they were both Marvel movies, this dude playing Thanos and Cable. You know what I'm saying? They were both in the same month. All right, but Thanos is all CG, right? And Cable, you actually see his physical face.
Yeah, but still, from what I was saying, I had to show you. Matter of fact,
that they were saying that they don't want that to happen anymore, or Disney is putting some clause like that in the Marvel contracts.
It must be only Disney, because I guarantee you.
Yeah,
DC ain't worrying about that shit.
Yeah, the Disney they put in the clause. Well, if you're an actor, like, that's why they don't have certain things that they people can't do on the Disney movies. Under Marvel, they got to follow these same things that they can't go.
Rules and regulations.
You can't smoke on, like, like say Nick Fury, he used to smoke big cigars. they can't show no scene with him smoking on no cigar under Disney. Who else?
Yeah, but with all the people having cancer nowadays from smoking and shit, why would they want to include that?
That don't even sound right.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Hold on.
These the same people that make Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So somebody smoking, they make Disney make Pirates of the Caribbean movies. So they saying somebody can't smoke a cigar in a Marvel movie? That sounds stupid.
It sounds like somebody actually trying to stir the coals of the fire against Disney. That's what it sounds like to me. Because, like Savage pointed out, they make the Pirates of the Caribbean movie, and the motherfuckers smoke everything in the kitchen sink.
Yeah, that's true. When we said that, like they sure do. But then,
and think about it, they usually drunk out their asses, bro. Tell me when Jack Sparrow ain't drunk.
What you think he's drinking all the time?
The only thing he want to drink,
especially in the
rum.
last Pirates movie, that motherfucker was drunk out his ass stealing that bank. He's like, yo, how the fuck did I wake up here? And then the old girl was right next to him. He's like, oh shit, where you came from? It's like, damn, it's like this dude be getting lit.
Yeah, he stayed lit, but yeah, that was just some clause I heard that they had, and they saying was implementing their contracts.
Are you saying okay? Let's say this. Are you saying this is the rumor that they're trying to do this?
This was saying that this was clause in their contracts now that that they got to do cameos. It's like they don't they're breaking down the stuff that was in their contracts, and then that's when I heard them say was talking about that, because they were saying about like how on the contracts they have where they gotta do, like, let's say if they let's say if people that made action figures, the toys and stuff like that, if they need them to get in front of a green screen and pose for the toys, they can't refuse that. If they got to do like Comic-Con, Comic-Con next week, they can't refuse that. Of a movie coming out, or if they need a feature on a movie, if Marvel say, hey, look, we need you to be on this movie.
They signed them up for all the promotion and stuff on the movie.
Right. I understand.
Yeah.
Right.
But they got to put that in their contracts, because you've had actors like Edward Norton for The Incredible Hulk that didn't want to promote the movie after it was filmed. All right. So that's one of the reasons his ass got the axe. All right, because of that fucking type of attitude and shit, which is just bullshit. All right, because these films are bigger than the actors that are playing in these films. As a matter of fact, most of these actors are grateful that they end up playing in the Marvel or DC film.
Right. But I mean, I was just going, like I was saying, I was looking at when they was talking about their contracts and stuff like that. That's when they ran across saying that. I was like, huh? Because they were saying about that they couldn't do, they had to do all those type of things. Then that's when they were saying about like they can't play a superhero in this movie, then go to the competitive and play a superhero, then come back and hold that same role. It's like, once if you here, you here. If you gone, you gone.
All right. I mean, I kind of see something like that.
But that was a little thing that I ran across. But I find out more details exactly about it.
Yeah, but some actors found their workaround around that. Like Ryan Reynolds, for instance, he disses the shit out of Green Lantern every opportunity he gets. That the staff at Warner Brothers would never want to rehire him again.
Yep.
All right. You know what I'm saying? And Lawrence Fishburne's recent interviews, he basically stated he don't want to come back as Perry White. But if they want him to come back, he'll have to come back because it's in the contract. But he don't want to come back. Same thing with old dude Hugo Weaving. As far as like the Red Skull, after that first Captain America movie, he's like, I ain't doing that shit again. They was like, oh, but isn't it in your contract? He's like, it's in my contract, but I don't want to do that shit. And I let Marvel know explicitly, I don't want to do that shit. And what did Marvel do for Infinity War? They got somebody else to play Red Skull.
Why he ain't want to play Perry White?
Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah.
Oh, because he thought Justice League was garbage. He liked it Zack Snyder's original vision. He ain't like the shit that they did to the movie.
Everybody said that. Everybody said that. I done seen. I mean,
Right. Then he was like, I ain't signed up for this shit. I signed up for that shit. Yeah. But yeah, man. But that's crazy though. I mean, they got a whole bunch of different ways they do them contracts and
Yeah.
From what I was saying, it ain't just no little stack of papers. It's like them contracts be like books that you got to go through and sign. So yeah, when they be talking about you really need a lawyer, they be like, boom, they got a stack of contracts right here, and that might just be for one little piece. So a lot of people, that's why a lot of people get beat. They don't think it ain't just this one paper. Like
just think about it, man. It's like even though I would love if Scarlett Johansson would come out with blonde hair and play Black Canary. You know what I'm saying? But I know that won't ever happen. All right? Marvel put her on the map and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I can use Scarlett Johansson. Who was she before she did Iron Man 2? She was doing indie films.
She was she was the alien that was killing them dudes. I forgot the name.
No, that came out afterwards. That came out afterwards, bro.
They did?
That came out. Yep, yes, it did.
I thought that came out before. Wow.
No, that was way after, bro. Way after.
She started working after she came out.
Yeah, no, that you know, so you know exactly what alien movie I'm talking about. She was there.
Yeah, of course I know, man. That's when she came out butt naked.
You talking about the Fifth Element?
Nah, not the Fifth Element, bro. It ain't the Fifth Element. It was a weird name, but she came out butt naked, yo. I mean, full frontal, bro, in front of a mirror. She's like,
it's on Netflix. It's on Netflix. I seen that a couple of years ago. I forgot when that came out though.
Yeah. It's good, man. She got a tight body. I can't front, man.
If it's not a body double.
Nah.
Body double. You know, I don't know.
That's her. That's her in her birthday suit. That's ScarJo in her birthday suit, bro.
I got a funny feeling, even if that's not her, you gonna make it her. Oh man,
I might need to go back and check that out then, because I ain't never seen it.
Yeah, it's just look it up, man. Scarlett Johansson. Just put like on Google the movies that she came out nude, and you'll see one about aliens and shit where she actually played an alien.
Right. Yeah, that's why I say, hell yeah, I'm gonna find that shit. Yeah, that's one of my. To me, she took the place of Angelina Jolie. Like when Angelina Jolie, to me, when she
but Angelina Jolie ain't had no body. All she had was tits.
Yep.
Yeah, but you know what I'm saying. What I mean by she took that place, as in, think about it. Wanted, all these action movies, Tomb Raider and stuff like that. It was Angelina Jolie. Gone in 66. You know, she always played those roles. Now it's Scarlett Johansson playing those type of roles. So you know what I'm saying.
I'm glad they got somebody that can actually play them roles, because Angelina Jolie, she just had a pretty face. She really sucked in most of them.
Thank you, my good brother. Thank you. Get this man a standing fucking ovation. I don't have nothing bad to talk about Angelina Jolie, but just told the truth. Angelina, I'm sorry. It seems like movies that I watch that Angelina Jolie, it seems like she don't even talk. I swear. I'm like, yo, do she ever talk in the movie? Mama like, no, she talk. No, it didn't seem like it.
The only really good acting role that I ever seen her in. I mean, I've seen her in a lot of movies. But the one that impressed me was the one that she did with old girl Winona Ryder. Damn, what the hell was that?
That wasn't the only one. The one with Denzel Washington. What was that called? The cab driver, man. What was it called? That was good. Oh my god, what's the name of that? The Bone Collector. That's what it was called.
I remember
the Bone Collector was alright. She was alright in that. She was alright in that. It's only a few movies that I thought she was okay in. Because it seemed like the rest of the movie she don't talk. Like, man, did this bitch ever talk?
Yeah.
I don't think
she went Disney though. She went Disney. When she went with Disney, that was it. That was all. And then I remember she was supposed to come out in the second Sin City movie at one point in time.
Yeah, she was.
At one point in time, but then I was happy when they got old girl from 300, the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Old girl, she got a body. Angelina Jolie, she ain't got no body. So all she got is tits.
Well, Excuse me if y'all messed up my nostalgia.
Nah, I mean she fine as hell though. Don't get me wrong. It's just like
Used to be.
as far as like physique though, it's not really there though, man. It's like I mean she got a pretty face and everything, but I don't know.
I don't know.
It's like Brad Pitt is like think about it, man. He had old girl from Friends, then he had Angelina Jolie. So Angelina Jolie got an incredible set of DSLs, but old girl from Friends had an incredible body. It's like I don't understand, yo. It's like okay, whatever.
Hey, that surgery she got, or you think them her real lips?
Nah, those are real lips, bro. She's always had lips like that.
Yeah, because I mean,
You said her lips? Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. Yeah, she had that because she was married before she married that crazy boy. She was like the dude. The movie that she played in was Hacker.
Yeah, Hackers.
She had got married to that boy in real life. I never knew that. I'm like, what? So her look was like that from Hacker. And they had a picture of her when she was younger, and her look was.
As a matter of fact, I'll even go further, bro. Angelina Jolie first came out as a cyborg in Cyborg 2. Remember that Van Damme, that Jean-Claude Van Damme movie called Cyborg?
Yeah, I remember that.
The sequel was actually Angelina Jolie.
I ain't never even heard of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's how garbage it was, yo.
No wonder
She was the star.
And you still didn't hear nothing about it.
She was in the movie with her daddy.
Yeah, Tomb Raider.
Tomb Raider. It was only Tomb Raider.
No, wasn't she in another movie? I'm talking about it was another movie, wasn't it?
Nah,
No.
there was no other movie after that, and they're not on speaking terms anymore. That was just back then.
Yeah,
No, I thought they mended their relationship. I thought they mended their relationship.
Yeah, during that time they mended their relationship because she never really knew her father. But after the years went by, she just ain't give a fuck about him. Oh well.
Yeah, when she got the norm, she was like, "Oh, this what I've been missing."
Yeah, she's like, I ain't miss shit.
Right, exactly.
He's the asshole he's always been.
But anyway, though, with me, yeah, y'all know.
What's the next subject, bro?
Get some water. I had to get some water. You know how you be choking when the water go down a round pipe.
Oh damn.
Yeah, but my bad, y'all. But anyway, though, y'all Comic-Con. I think that started with this weekend or next weekend.
This weekend coming up, I believe.
Okay, well, cool. Spoiler riff. People don't even know that's what we're gonna be bringing up next week, cause yeah, Comic-Con. They're gonna bring a whole bunch of information out. We're gonna be getting all the good stuff. But anyway, though, anybody have any last thing to say before we get up out of here?
Cloak and Dagger's dope as fuck. Y'all need to check it out if you haven't seen it. The Runaways as well. I thought was ill as hell. Y'all need to check it out if you haven't seen it. Gotham. From what everybody else on the panel says, the shit is good. So y'all should check that shit out. Me personally, I can't fuck with it yet. Maybe later.
Running from Gotham.
Besides that, yeah, everything else is good.
Yeah. But you still running from Gotham. That's still the show.
We'll see eventually, man.
He's
like,
all right.
Once I'm done with Into the Badlands season 3 and finish with Runaways, then I'll see what's up. If I don't get sidetracked by Game of Thrones.
Yeah, you know what? Thank you for coming out. God bless.
I need to check out that Westworld now that we're talking about it. I need to check out Westworld.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm about to ask y'all. Westworld or what you call it? You were just saying
Game of Thrones.
No. The one you on season 3.
Into the Badlands.
Badlands.
They don't compare to each other.
No.
Yeah, they're different,
let me rephrase that.
I haven't even seen Westworld, and I know that shit ain't nothing like Into the Badlands.
Okay, look, I'm saying, which one you think you should check out first?
That's a hard one. Both of them very, very good shows.
Exactly, man. And for very different reasons, man. If you like really hyperkinetic martial arts, that's bloody as fuck on the 300 sensibility sense, then I would say Into the Badlands.
Go with Badlands, but if you like sci-fi, androids, and that type of stuff, go with Westworld.
Yup.
Well, I think I might go Badlands tonight then.
With the blood,
because there was great with me too. Everybody got them go hard.
Listen to me. The androids, they still have the blood and gore.
Yeah. Man, I want
to still got the blood and gore.
Hey,
it's
just not hyperkinetic martial arts though.
Man, it's Wednesday. I want to see some over the top shit. So that's why I said
Into the Badlands, Joe.
Yeah, into
the first episode is gonna grab you. Just the first 5 minutes. The first 5 minutes, like Savage told you, that shit you hooked.
But they got you know what I'm saying? I'm just saying because people out there in the chat, they might want to don't know, you know what I'm saying, which one they should check out first. Be good because they might want to see Westworld. I'm just anonymous.
Yo, if you're smart, you'll check out both, man. And as a matter of fact, I know what I'm gonna watch after I finish those shows. I'm gonna watch Vikings, the newest season.
Hey, to tell you the truth, this new season of Viking,
is
Oh,
it's dope. Shit, fuck yeah.
With the
fuck yeah. Vikings is on some shit, man. That show's so underestimated, man. That shit is legit.
Ain't that an HBO show too?
As a matter of fact, they were saying old girl.
That's a History Channel
Vikings,
show.
The old girl from Vikings, the blonde-headed chick, they were saying that she should have been Captain Marvel, in the MCU.
Yeah, I would have liked to see that.
Right? She could have been fucking Carol.
I would have rather her be Jessica Jones.
Huh?
With black hair?
In the movie.
Hell yeah, she fine as hell. Say, don't get me wrong. Kristen Ritter does a phenomenal job.
Just think about it. She get wasted. She get wasted in Vikings. Most of the time, all of them wasted anyway.
Yep.
Especially when they did the sacrifice with the mushroom party. That
eyes all glazed and shit. And they all look lit as hell when they're doing that shit. You can tell they having fun. That's what's up.
Yeah, I might need to check out the Viking too, man. I've been slipping. I've been over here.
You never seen Vikings though, Chuck?
No, I just can't. I don't know. It's just something I just never found the Vikings interesting.
I just know that it seen commercial, bro.
Yeah,
I gravitate towards it. I know,
man. That shit gets really good, bro.
It was one of them shows. Like sometimes you cut a show on so you can go to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how I started watching Vikings. I just turned it on so I go to sleep.
Yeah.
And end up watching like 5 episodes.
Okay, yeah, the same way I did.
Damn, he ain't going to sleep there.
Hey, the same way I did Riverdale. Same way I did. Yeah, so I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that's how you. A lot of times, that's how you find your best shows like that. When you come to the store, but yeah.
I'm telling you, once you see Blood Eagle, you'll be hooked.
And Loki shows up in Vikings, bro. And he crazy.
Oh. The only Viking movie I seen was Beowulf. That was the only one I pretty much ever watched.
Beowulf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About the movie?
Yeah.
He talking about the animated one with Angelina Jolie that had a body too. I was like, man, that ain't Angelina Jolie body.
Matter of fact, that's why I think that's what got me to watch that movie. I was like, man, Beowulf too. And he looked like he badass too. I mean, a lot of people was hating on it, but to me personally, I like it.
That motherfucker came off like Kratos in God of War shit.
Yeah. And then
I like to see a live action one.
I'm scared to watch it now because I don't know how to you know what I'm saying, how it hold up over time. Because, you know what I'm saying, we might look at it now and say, damn, this shit look fake now.
Nah, that shit still look good.
Oh, it still hold up? It still hold up?
Yeah, that shit still hold up, man.
Okay,
and now with 4K, man, if they ever throw out a 4K edition for that, man, people are going to be tripping. See, it's because of movies like Beowulf that Sony does, like the games that they do. You know what I'm saying? Because people want that cinematic flair, right? To the way the stories are told. is because of movies like Vikings and the first experiment. What was the Polar Express? You know, things like that of that nature and whatnot, which they eventually did better with time. They actually did one The Nightmare Before Christmas. That shit with Jim Carrey. It was also CG. You know, where they're pushing the boundaries of what you could do with actual CG. Where you eventually got whole CG created characters in Rogue One. Come on. General Tarkin and shit, man. Motherfucker been dead, 20 years? Motherfucker came out in that movie.
Right, yeah, they got real good at that. Hey, this something my girl had brought to my attention. She was like, you know, this like Sony, how, you know, we was talking about like how they the only thing that's profitable for them right now is their gaming division, and how they were selling out all their other divisions, you know, because they're going through hard times right now. And we was looking at E3, and she was seeing all the Sony games. She said, "Oh, see why all their movies is bombing? They keep coming out like, man, this movie here will suck. This movie here suck. They taking all their writers and directors from these movies, and they putting them over here with these games." I'm like, you know what, you're right. And I was looking, I was like, yeah, see all these games that they coming out with. It's just like, instead of investing that same money into the movie, they invest into the game. They making more profit off of the game. So why not put their big writers on what they're making a profit off of? That's why you got, like how you saying on Collider, and we was there talking like that's what all they writers and stuff. That's why they movies right now suck, because they writers and stuff like that. Everything that they got in that division look like they'd have moved them over to gaming. That just something we were just.
It seems like it.
That's what it just seems like, but it might not be. But that's what it seems like.
Yeah, but no, it's not like that. It's just that they don't have let's say a writer's room like the way Marvel does.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying Marvel scouts out writers, all right, and they give them certain things to choose from. Like, you know, they'll have like a writer's room where they'll invite like 30 writers and shit, and they'll give them a list of topics to pick, and then they got to write a story based on that topic. All right, like the only reason Guardians of the Galaxy got made was because of Nicole Perlman. They gave her 3 different types of comics to pick from, and she decided to pick Guardians of the Galaxy. And she wrote a dope ass script, which wasn't used for the movie. All right, because once James Gunn signed on, he wrote his own Guardians of the Galaxy movie. All right, but her script was that good though that it actually greenlit a film. All right, so that's why she gets writer's credit for the Guardians of the Galaxy movie, but her script was not used. She was just that good of a writer. And the only reason she picked Guardians of the Galaxy is because she liked sci-fi. That was it.
But shit, they might need to give her another shot at another one now.
If I'm not mistaken, Nicole Perlman was one of the writers. It's her and another girl that actually worked on the Captain Marvel script.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
And she also went to work for Marvel Comics as well. She wrote the 6-issue origin story for Gamora.
Yeah.
Yeah, a few years back, man. I actually read it. That shit was actually pretty on point.
Okay, shit, yeah. That's what's up right there. With the Captain Marvel, I've been trying to stay away from knowing exactly how they're gonna do it, because, you know, in the MCU,
and DC, they'll pick like certain writers that you wonder how the fuck did they get that role. Like they'll hire a writer to do, let's say, the Joker movie. Oh, it's from the guy that did hold on. They'll say some shit. Oh, it's from the guys that did The Hangover, and I'm like, huh?
Oh yeah, some of the people that's making the Joker movie.
Yeah, I was like, how the hell did the dudes that wrote The Hangover have anything to do with the Joker? It's like, all right, did they come up with the script already, or are they just hiring writers and putting them on the property and hope for the best? You know what I'm saying? That's the difference between a writer's room. A writer's room, they already work on things, right? And they'll read their stories. And if one of those stories is actually really good, then they'll go further, right? And it could actually greenlight a movie. But it seems like Sony and Warner Brothers work a little bit different, right? They'll actually hire somebody that had written 1 or 2 movies before in order to write one of these big comic book movies. And you're wondering, like, how the fuck did they get the role? I mean, did they give them a story pitch or something? You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping that's what it is, that they pitched them on a good-ass idea, and they was like, all right, that sounds dope. But then again, I don't know.
I think
it's 2 different companies. It's 2 different companies. So.
Yeah, I think they hired, but at the same time, you got to look at it like this here, too. I mean, a lot of those movies would be better if they wouldn't be chopping them so bad. I know you saying it's the writers. I mean, the writing is okay. It's all right. It's manageable, but it's just the pacing of the movie is always off. The way they doing things like that, the way the editing, the cutting, how they jump from this place to that place, back to this place, it brings you out of the movie. So you can't really get that much invest into what they actually talking. You do, but you don't really have that emotional attachment because of you can't actually get into it because you steady getting pulled out from the chopping block.
Well, yeah, that's what happens when you pull the movies out of a director's hand.
Exactly.
That happens with quite a few of DC's films. I mean, they did it with Suicide Squad. They did it with BVS. They did it with Justice League. So they almost took out that no man's land out of Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? But the director stood firm. She's like, yo, you take that out, you fucking up the whole movie. No, but we think the pacing is like, no. That scene is essential to the movie.
Right. That, like, anybody that's been in the military that know the history of no man's land, like, that shit hit home to them.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then, you know, the Warner Brothers executives and whatnot, they wanted to remove that scene because of pacing.
And especially if you're a minority.
Right.
Oh yeah, that shit was so on point, man. I'm glad she stuck to her guns. Patty Jenkins is like, nah, fuck that. Y'all move that. Y'all remove that shit. I'm walking. It was like, all right, nah, we can't have that. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then I remember Warner Brothers talking shit. What, like 5 Comic-Cons ago? Like, oh yeah, we got the best directors and we let them do their vision for movies. But yet Marvel movies are better, huh? What's up with that? And they work within a universe, right? They work in the MCU. Basically, it's like a TV show, right? Each one is a chapter of the Marvel MCU. But what they got is directors that all work together. I can't wait for that Infinity War Blu-ray. They got an actual round table that's half an hour long where all of Marvel's top directors, from Ryan Coogler to Josh Whedon to James Gunn to Peyton Reed, the one that directs the Ant-Man movies, to Taika Waititi, the guy that did Ragnarok. They got all Marvels, all the Russo brothers, the ones that directed Infinity War, Winter Soldier, and all that shit. All these dudes in one round table talking about what it is to work with each other. All these dudes communicate with each other, bro.
Hey, when you think that's gonna come out? I mean, when do you know when it's coming out?
In August.
The Blu-ray?
Yeah.
Blu-ray.
In about August. A month or so.
Right.
About a month or so. Yeah.
I forget August what, but
yeah, it's right around the corner, bro.
Hey, look on the Xbox. Look on the Xbox store. It tells you when it.
Yeah, it tell you on the Xbox stuff.
Yeah,
I go look. I was saying if you know just right off the top of your head.
Hey, Chuck. Xbox exclusive.
in 4K, huh?
In 4K.
Yeah, yo, the 4K Ultra HD. And that's an Xbox exclusive.
It's an Xbox exclusive. Hey, I didn't make this up. I'm just saying what it is.
Yeah, bro.
Hey, and
I mean, it kind of sucks, yo, but I mean, it doesn't suck. I mean, shit, I got an Xbox, but you know what I'm saying? It's just
for you.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up.
I can't wait to get that movie in 4K.
Shit, who you telling, man?
That's one of the movies I want to buy.
It's actually gonna
movie in 4K.
The Ultra 4K
everything.
Blu-ray edition.
I'm gonna have to get the physical disc.
Right.
Yeah.
I got
one of those movies, man. You want the physical one, bro.
The physical disc, they got that X on it. Man.
And I want mine to show. You gotta get the best visuals that you can ever get out of that game. Out that movie. Just think about it. When I went to the movies and see it, when I watch it at home, I want to see it looking something like that, just in a smaller version.
Amazing.
I gotta have it with all its glory. Cause watching it in 1080p right now, that ain't gonna do it. So it wouldn't make no sense to try to download the movie. I want the whole 4K version.
Yeah, that shit'll be so on point. Oh yeah, I agree with you. Mm-hmm. Exclusive to the Xbox One. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the only thing I don't believe I ever want to stream my superhero movies, because it's hard to watch and you got to see, like, with all this quality, you got to actually see everything Because that's what actually make the movie. Like when you see in the special effects, what the artists put into the work they put into this. When you don't watch it with all its glory, it take away
Yeah, and
from
all
the
the
movie.
making of and whatnot. They say it's gonna have a shitload of bonus features, bro.
Man, you know they was joking their ass off too. I just want to see them just, you know how they be talking back and forth with each other, just to cut the jokes scenes. That's what I want to see. I want to see the joke scenes. You know they had a bunch of them behind the scene.
Oh hell yeah, bro. No, that shit must be on point. Well, you know that shit is on point. Not that it must be. It is on point.
Right.
Oh, dude, this I need to bring it up just because it's a video game. All right. But they're actually going live with it, bro. They actually turned in the final draft of the script, and it was actually amazing. All right. And the guy that's directing it is have you guys seen Kong Skull Island?
Yes.
Yeah.
This guy is directing the Metal Gear Solid movie, bro.
Oh, they actually coming out the actual movie?
Yes. All right. And they just turned in the final draft, and he said it's the best script he's ever read. And the guy that wrote the script was the guy that wrote Kong Skull Island.
Oh, damn. He must be a gamer. That's what that is.
Yeah,
Hey.
dude.
One thing I want to bring up, this new Godzilla movie.
That new Godzilla movie? Yeah, I was seeing the screens today, bro. And want to know what also tripped me out about that Godzilla movie? Not just the movie, though, but Netflix has the new anime for Godzilla. They got mixed up in that shit.
I watched it today.
Yeah.
Man, is it good? That shit look dope. I only saw the commercial.
It's good. It's good.
The one that look like an anime?
Yeah,
the anime version. But there's actual Godzilla movie coming out.
Yeah, and as a matter of fact, the main star, one of the stars, is the old girl from Stranger Things.
That's a crazy ass show. It was good though.
Yeah, man. Old girl from Stranger Things. I forgot what his name. 13, 12, 11? 11,
oh,
right? 11?
11,
Yeah, she's one of the main actors in the new Godzilla movie and shit. That shit actually looks legit, man. And you think about it, this is going to be the first movie before King Kong versus Godzilla rears its head. Because they already dropped Kong Skull Island. Now it's Godzilla 2 that's going to set the ante. And then the next one is going to be versus.
Right.
So in that versus scenario, who do you think got the upper hand? Godzilla or Kong?
Man, Kong always win. I mean, you said about the old school when they were fighting in the water, you don't know who won. You just seen somebody one of them swimming off. So, but I go with Kong, me personally. Man, think about it. King Kong would treat him like he treated the other T-Rex. He'd get on top of him, get behind him, pull his mouth open. Right before he could try to spit fire, he gonna rip his tongue out his mouth and break his jaw. Then shake it. That's what Kong gonna do. But the thing about it is, you know, they gonna match some size.
Gonna let Kong do that shit to man? He gonna tail whip that motherfucker so quick. So plow! You going with that? Then he gonna come up with that fire breath.
Chuck, pull a tree out the ground.
I don't know if you done watched what they done did with Godzilla these days, but it ain't that same old lizard from back in the day that we used to.
Yeah, I seen the last one. I don't know if it was the last one, but I seen one a couple years back.
I ain't talking about the movies, man. I'm talking about what they did like recently. Like Godzilla made more like his skin more like metal than anything.
There's gonna be some trippy shit. Let's just say that, man. There's gonna be some trippy shit.
They changed Godzilla up.
I mean, but they had to change Kong up too. Because think about it, still, King Kong would have been on the size of Godzilla's foot. If you think about it, because you know King Kong he had to climb buildings. Godzilla walking over these buildings. It's a big size difference. So
but why do you think they made Kong Skull Island? King Kong was huge in Kong Skull Island, bro.
He's about the same size. If not the same size as Godzilla. Because when that motherfucker was fighting on the island, the bull was fighting in the shit. You
The
saw that
dude was as
motherfucker
big
look
as a
out. You saw
fucking
him
mountain, bro.
He was like.
Yeah, he was actually big on
Yeah,
Skull
the
Island.
one way he was the regular size that he's always been was in the Peter Jackson version of King Kong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Where he basically did
That's
a
the
reboot,
classic.
right? He reimagined the
classic.
classic movie and whatnot.
That's what
That's
he did.
Kong's original size. But the Kong Skull Island version, that motherfucker's like 6 or 7 times bigger than that little motherfucker, bro.
He's like the same size, about on par with Godzilla.
Yep.
He's on par
That's
with
why they had to
Godzilla.
do Kong Skull Island in order to show that Kong could actually be as big as Godzilla and fucking throw down. I love Kong though, man. I can't front. I fucking love Kong Skull Island.
Yeah. I mean, I even gave my own 2 cents how they on the movie when I was looking at it, and it was like,
yeah, man, Kong got serious with that shit. He wasn't playing, man. Dudes was fucking breathing fire the whole night. He was still fucking them up.
Have you seen the way him and Samuel L. Jackson locked eyes with each other? I was like,
Yep.
yeah. And then both
Samuel
of
L. Jackson was an asshole in that movie, man.
yeah. And then he was, but see, the thing about it was you had to respect him because shit, it wasn't like he was bagging down. I could if he was trying to send everybody else to go do his dirty work. No, he was right there. Like,
oh yeah.
He would,
But see,
take a step, he's stepping with you.
He leading the charge.
If he wasn't, if he didn't do that, I wouldn't have been able to take his role in that movie seriously.
Yeah,
just from a military standpoint of view.
Exactly.
We know for a fact you cannot order a soldier to do some shit that you're not gonna do yourself.
Exactly. True that. The dudes will be like, nah, you go first. Say, shit, you think I would do that shit, man? You go first, motherfucker.
Right, but he was like, he'll take that step. Come on, we going this way here, and he already walking. So it almost gave them like a no choice. Like, man,
I know that's why they felt like they had no choice because he's stepping with them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if he wouldn't have been stepping with them, the dudes would be like, man, fuck this dude, man. Shit, fuck that. I ain't doing that shit.
Man, what the fuck I look like going fight a giant monkey, man? You tripping.
That's what I'm saying, man. Get his soldiers fucking rebelling on his ass and shit. Like, man, about to fucking fuck this dude up.
He gun-ho trying to go fight a giant monkey. Everybody like, well, shit, if he gonna do it, I'm gonna go. You know, I feel a little bit better about myself. I want...
Shit, man.
It's all about morale.
Exactly. Yeah. But shit, I would have talked sense to his ass. Like, fuck that. Like, man, why? Man, we trying to get the fuck, man. Ain't worried about this island and this monkey. Man, fuck this my island. Fuck this monkey. Give me banana. Man, they right.
Man, I'm gonna put it like this. When you take a mission like that, you almost guarantee the promotion when you get home.
Yeah.
Man, you think it's worth it? If you just see a big ass market like that, man, fuck the promotion, fuck the jobs, everything. Like, man, y'all ain't seen what I see.
If the bullets don't hurt, guess what? I'm out. I'm gonna back out when you're not looking.
Yeah, you could say that though, man. But like when you're in the middle of some shit like that, and you got a superior officer telling you some shit like that, that's actually gonna do it with you, and you decide to say no, they shoot you in the head, bro.
Yeah, you did.
Who said I was gonna say no? I'm just going back the fuck out. I told you, I'm gonna do my motherfucking Batman. Throw the smoke clear. I'm fucking gone.
You think old dude, if he lives, won't notice your ass dipped?
Oh no!
Fuck you think you got waiting for you when he get back? Court martial, son. You're gonna get locked up in Leavenworth. That shit make prison look like sleepaway camp.
He's not coming back. The motherfucker, a big ass monkey. Ain't nobody coming back from that. They ain't coming back. I'm gonna be the one that lives and tell the tales.
Yeah, and it's man. Completely my way too.
Like, yo, man, yeah, the monkey would chase me. How'd you get away? I fell in a hole that led through this tunnel and under cave and shit.
Yeah, you better hope they believe that shit.
Man. But when you say giant monkey, that's it. They ain't believing nothing else you got to say. And that was the only part you probably said that was true.
What?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you like this. You better be happy. The military ain't the way it was back when in Game of Thrones, where you the only survivor. Where wasn't no survivors.
Yeah.
Oh, you was the only one that made it.
You the only one that made it. Oh, so you abandoned your team.
I mean, no, I didn't abandon the team. They told me to come back to tell you. No, you abandoned the team. You did.
Yep. And what did they do with all the Game of Thrones? They cut his head off, bro.
Yeah. And they told him to go get help.
You were the only one that made it? Mm-hmm. All right, yeah, your ass dipped, left everybody behind. All right, we got something for you.
We're like, nah, they told me to come get help. No, you left everybody.
Damn. Yeah, that's a crazy situation. But I hope that by the time you get everybody the people still ain't dead yet. You returning with the cavalry.
Man, he didn't return at all. They killed him. They chopped his head off for desertion.
Yep. What they do now in the military, though, they just lock you up in Leavenworth.
Yeah,
same thing.
Well, that depends on what kind of unit you in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but man, a giant monkey, they got some things, you know what I'm saying?
They still with the giant monkey shit.
Yeah, like man, you got to think about some stuff. You got to look. I signed up for just about everything, but this one was not on the list. This is a giant monkey. We talking about stuff bigger than your house, skyscrapers, tall. But man, we can sit here and talk about Kong Skull Island all day long. But y'all ready to get up out this thing? Cause man,
let's get up out of here, yo. So everybody tune in next week to the same YouTube channel, same YouTube time, man. The Heroic Vibrations Podcast, people. And we out this month.
Peace.
Out of here.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for rocking with us.